So basically, after helping out residents of the underground community that we were sequestered away in, they science outpost was attacked or abandoned in some way, and we were tasked with going down there, investigating, trying to figure out what happened. Once we hit up the this is all after the world's shortest arm wrestling tournament. Anyway, um, fucking, we end up, um, what is it? We retrieve what is it? It's Point Fireheart. That's what it is.
Yes.
Yes, that was the name of the place.
We retrieved the travel rune for Point Fireheart, and were teleported into a, appeared to be some sort of fenced-in courtyard in front of a large house. All of the windows were warded with some sort of abjurative magic. Doors were firmly fastened shut with advanced sort of locks. Moving around the building, we discovered an entrance where there was no door at all. And upon closer inspection, we discovered a noise on the other side of an unlocked door. Some sort of I forgot what.
I would like some more ahs in this recap.
Shut up.
Sorry.
You're fine, Muda. Keep going.
Go ahead.
Hold fucking roommates.
That trapped guy is where you're at.
It was another. Like now I forgot. What it's
Okay.
called.
So we found this Damphir in this sort of barrel-like vice contraption. He appeared to be stuck in almost feral, distressed, and after attempting to Dismas, this not sitting well with Dismas, he goes over and begins to attempt to not knowing that on the other side of that contraption was a gigantic parasitic claw-like creature that had affixed itself to the Damphir's arm and was seemingly overriding it from the inside out. I believe for Old Fangs, we promptly WrestleMania'd him and upon removing the site, the body fucking detonated. Yeah, reconvening in the hallway, Cobweb, Dagny used her magic to clean Cobweb off, but before she could get to Dismas, hold of him in his mind, and in an instant, he set upon us with tooth and claw.
And I would have gotten away with it too, if it weren't for you damn kids and your dog.
And his mind was thankfully saved by Arathal, I believe, channeling the power of Ula to sort of cleanse his mind somehow. And I believe that's it.
That was about it. I believe Dagny, as well as you, Cobweb, used the kit provided by Dismas to bloodlet into his vial as a means to provide some immediate sustenance.
Yes.
What's that smell? Eats blood!
You had just finished doing so and tried retreating to the outside courtyard before something violently rattled the gate, trying to get in, having picked up on the scent of freshly drawn blood. Before everyone decided it was best to head back into the hallway you would just tread, where that brings us to where everyone currently resides.
Yeah, I believe Dismas was pulling me away from the gate as we were heading inside.
You are free to move, as you would see this vampiric mutant thing is shaking the fence of the property very violently. It looks as though it could jump over with a good bound, but it does seem to get seemingly stopped by some mysterious force that prevents it from actually getting up, over, and towards all of you.
Is there like a rock or something like that I could pick up that's around?
Yeah, there's a couple of loose stones towards the outside of the courtyard.
Okay, I'd like to pick one up and kind of chuck it over the fence to see if it's preventing us from leaving as well. If it's like a full barrier both sides.
Okay. Are you on the map, Destin?
He's below me. Oops.
Yeah, he's right here.
There he is.
All right,
Oh,
I just
I
wanted
was
to make
above him.
sure you. I wanted to
There we
make
go.
sure you could see the map and all that. Sure, easily done. As you would find a loose stone within the flora and would cast it just over here as it lands on the sidewalk.
Okay.
Doesn't seem to be abated at all.
I have a question. Is this skeletal or is this the skin pulled like super taut against its body?
It seems very taut, although the actual face does have an open hole where its nose should be, and the teeth bear no gums. It looks equal parts as emaciated as it is mutated. The eyes are completely red and bloodshot, similar to the Dampier you attempted to save, although this one appears to be much more far gone, as it is completely given into feral instinct and is very much a spawn, if it ever was even a Dampier to begin with.
Yeah. Keep pushing people in deeper.
Alright. You are
we
free to
go.
move. And
Yeah.
you
so
can
from
still
what I can
hear
see,
behind you, there's the insistent rattling of the spawn as you hear it shakiness as it just goes as it is not giving up on that bloodlust. It seems extremely animalistic.
Hang
Are
on,
you
let me
hooked?
reload my Foundry, because fucking internet is taking a dump. There we go. You guys can continue. I'm just gonna be doing this in the background.
I mean, I'm
Fair
destined to move.
He's holding up the line.
Come on. How long is this going to
oh,
take?
I'm sorry. The horses, they look fine from what I can see right here. Or at least
You're
the
gonna have
one
to
that
get a
I'm
little
right
bit
next to.
closer as you begin to round this room. There is a small wooden fence that you can see the top of a profile of what seems to be a few horse stalls. And I'll stop you there as you begin to inspect them closer, eyeing them as one of the first things you notice in the room. They're very still, and they don't appear to be moving whatsoever. And as you get closer, and I say you would lean closer to this makeshift fence almost, you would see that what first looked like a real horse actually appears to be some sort of full-size mannequin. It doesn't seem to be very well made. It almost looks like this is the rough spirit of having a horse in here with what they were able to put together down here deep underground. But what is curious is you can see what wraps around the closest horse to you is what appears to be actual horse skin that is loosely stitched together.
Why?
Mountain horse skin.
Not the horses.
What the heck?
And then, I guess from here, does it look like the cart is relatively real?
Seems real enough.
Okay.
You can hear the tiny squabble of mice and rodents that are circling around nearby in search of food. You can see that they are in an active search. Perhaps there's not a lot to go around down here. And at least this part of the retreat appears to be in a state of light squalor.
Did we? Does anybody remember if we peeked in through this door?
No.
You did not.
Somebody want to?
Well, we're getting away from fucking Mr. Bones over there.
Yeah, I would like to get away from the rattling fence. Plus, the first time we opened the door, we got attacked.
Facts.
All right. It's tight quarters in this manner, just enough space for one person to move along single file, and you would file into what appears to be some small stable filled with these strange fake horses, as there would be a few cockroaches and mice that would scurry over to the shadows of the room on your approach, especially you, Destin, with your loud footfalls. You would see that someone did get a full-size cart down here. It's featuring these small little porthole windows that you may be able to peer into if you were to stand on end for those who are taller. And it does have a small set of double doors over here.
Somebody want to peek in before we just open it?
Yeah, I will peek into one of the windows on this side right here.
Okay. You would do so, and you, just being barely tall enough, would just manage to get a glimpse, just from a quick look. It's very dark, and since you don't have dark vision, Dagny, you can't see very well. You can't make out very much. The window is kind of caked on with this light bit of dirt and dust. Evidently, it's been here for some time. If you shine a light, you might be able to get a better look.
I will go ahead and present the head of my arcane rod towards Erithal. Do you mind?
No. What's going on? Just, what do you need me to do exactly?
Can you cast light?
Ah. Sorry, I zoned out for a moment there. I'll cast light on it.
Thank you. And I'll go ahead and shine it into the window.
You would do so. And you would rub a little bit of the grime off of the windows so you can get a better look. And you would peer in. And the first thing that you notice is this card is mostly empty. However, it has these strange pale lumps that appear to be draped onto the ceiling. It almost looks like some sort of series of leather sacks. And as you shine the light onto them to try to get a better look, you would see that the longer that you shine the light, there's one of them that starts to almost dangle in an unseen wind before...
Don't open those doors!
There is a cacophony of hisses, growls, and scratching that is occurring with the inside of this cart now, as it appears there are multiple of them in there, and as one gets agitated by the presence of your light, the others seem to wake up, and this cart is now shaking. It's not pleasant in there.
Yeah, just kind of move. I move the light away from the window.
Were those things like bipeds? I would assume, just based on the image, right?
You would assume so. The only person that took a look was Dagny.
Yeah, I just see that. I back away, hide the light, and I say, "Don't open those doors!"
And Destin, there is a lot of banging as you see a lot of the strain of the planks. It's a sturdy made cart, you imagine, for this sort of purpose. However, there is the occasional bang against these double doors that seem to buckle just a little bit more than you would like.
Are they like looped handles so that I could like stick like a stick or something like that in? You know, that type of blocking?
Yes, they do open outwards. There is a locking mechanism, which is the force that's holding them together.
Okay, could I'm assuming this is like a butter churn or something like that that's right there?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to take the rod out and then, put it in between the handles so that there's just like an extra something or other holding it from opening fully.
Yeah, you would take the handle of the churn and you would insert it into those looped handles, and you feel a little bit better about things. But for everyone concerned, you can see this cart shaking along its wheels, and there's the buckling of the wood. There's bits of dust and dirt that are being punched off of the exterior as they are in their frenzy inside.
Well, I mean, for the time being, I guess we should probably focus on whatever these doors are.
Yeah, I see the door over here, and I just kind of push past Aerithal and try to open it.
You try the door and find that it is not locked.
Finally. Open.
You would open the door and you would see what seems to be some sort of small little intersection courtyard that has some mossy cobblestone as well as bits of flora and lichen that are sprouting up from between the stones. There's a rack that has several wine barrels here, and you can see that one of them is a little bit leaky. The other appear to be in relatively good condition. There's a clothesline that's over here, as you can see a few articles of clothing. They are fluttering, however, it's curious that there's absolutely no wind in a place like this.
Someone has some sort of fucked up sense of normalcy down here.
Yeah, fake horses, bewitched undergarments. Someone was trying really hard to make this place not like a fucking cavern.
I'm just gonna inspect the leaky barrel that's over here.
You take a closer look, and as you do, you can immediately catch the familiar metallic scent of blood as you would look closer at this barrel, and you can see that the spigot is mostly coagulated over, but there's a small drip of crimson onto the ground as there's a small red puddle that seeps into the earth.
Dismas! Did Dismas take his flask, or is it still in my hand?
You didn't give it to me yet.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take his flask and kind of fill it from the spigot here.
I will say, Dagny, and this also applies to Cobweb as well, after bloodletting and getting away from the very rude awakening you had out in the first initial courtyard, you can't help but feel a little bit more uneasy than usual, and contrasted to the rest of the party that seems mostly level-headed despite the obvious dangers they found, you just can't help but feel this weird tingle along your back. And you looked over your shoulder multiple times to confirm Aerithal is nearby, but you just get a bad feeling about this place. And I assume you're gonna try to open this spigot?
Well, before I do that, I'm just gonna say, Dismas, come here.
Yeah, after looking at the fucked up horse mannequin for a bit, I'll follow so we can leave the cart full of rabid kobolds alone. Hopefully they'll come.
Before I go in, the door that's here, it looks like there's slats in it. Is it too dark on the other side to see?
This one here?
Yeah.
You can see through, and you would take a peek, and you would see an immediate sidewalk, much like the one that was bordering the outside of the gate of the property. And you would see that this leads directly out to that perimeter edge and out into probably a good 15-20 feet off is sheer cave wall. It looks like this is the edge of this retreat.
With that being said, is the doors big enough to like fit the cart through?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, okay. That's how they got it in there then.
I'll go ahead and point towards the leaky barrel. I'll say, can you just confirm for my suspicions here and make sure it's at least viable enough for you?
I'll give it a cursory sniff, I suppose.
Alrighty. Roll investigation.
Pinky out.
Oh,
That's a 5. You would take a fingers sample at the next drip. And
oh no, I'm careful not to ingest any. Just.
I wasn't gonna say that.
Oh,
So
sorry.
say you just inspect it on your finger, and you kind of hold it up to the low light of a nearby sconce, and give it a thorough sniff. And while you can't quite put your finger on it, no pun intended, there's something that is more to this blood. It definitely seems to be human, or at least humanoid. An entire barrel's worth, perhaps, but something else appears to be present with this substance. You're not keen on what that is.
There's something off about this blood. Perhaps it's tainted in some way.
Jeez.
Wouldn't doubt it. No telling how long it's been down here.
I would have made another terrible mistake. Here, as I hand you back your flask.
What was that noise?
Anyway, as she's handed it to me, when she used the transfusion kit, did you patch yourself up? And for that matter, did cop whip?
Yeah.
Right.
Just like the leaf and stuck it on there.
Hmm.
Yeah, Dismiss will take it after a second of hesitation.
All right.
Yeah, don't be shy. That's 100% pure grade giant's blood right there.
Remember what I told you.
Right. You waste your kindness on me, truly.
Everyone's got to eat.
Yeah, I guess I'll do the little hemocraft packing thing you mentioned.
That does take a little while, so I imagine you'll be doing this over the course of several minutes as you're walking with the rest of them. Or did you want to wait?
Does it, like, take up a lot of my attention to do it?
A bit, but not all.
Okay, yeah.
It's a careful process.
Yeah, I'll just do that as we're wandering.
Let's see
Alright.
if we can actually get inside here now.
Are both these doors like solid doors? There's no like little window slits or anything like that?
They are solid and lack any sort of vision from the other side.
Is there any way I can kind of this door behind us?
With what?
Can these barrels, are they tied down or are they just kind of free stacked on each other?
They are on this locked panel sort of thing. As if there's a bar that is raised that allows them to be moved, but right now the mechanism is currently secured.
You could use the clothesline.
Sure, yeah. I guess I'll move over.
All right, sure. How exactly are you doing this?
Grab and pull.
You're just pulling the clothesline down?
Yeah.
All right. You would do so, and you would have this, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. A 30-foot line with a couple of commoner clothing. They are a bit nicer than your typical attire. A bit of, like, white undershirts and something that definitely would be worn on some sort of occasion, perhaps, or if you're somewhat of a business persuasion. But yeah, you have that in your possession.
Right. And the door we came in from, did it open this way or the other way?
It opens towards you.
Okay. Can I see if I can try and tie the handle off to something nearby to kind of keep it closed and locked?
This is essentially just a stone doorway, really. If you're looking for something jutting out, there's nothing of that nature.
Okay.
Hmm.
I suppose I'll just try and tangle up the doorway's bottom by stuffing shit under it then. If I can do that to make it harder to open. Is there's nothing else?
Here, use this as he pulls off one of his shoes and stuffs it so that the door won't open.
Alright, so you're
Fancy
just
doorstop.
jamming the underside of the door with clothes and a shoe.
Yes.
Alright, you would do so, and not really sure ultimately how effective that will be, but it's something, as you would stuff the door.
At least I'll keep the scent out, maybe.
Alright.
You know, I'm gonna jiggle the handle or not.
Well, while they're doing that, oh, I didn't mean to open it, but I wanted to check to see if that door was locked or not.
It's not locked.
Okay. Boink.
We would open the door, what would reveal some form of kitchen or food preparation area. You can see that there is a stovetop as well as a counter that has a variety of different implements and some haphazardly placed ingredients, cups, cupboards. There's some barrels that are tucked away, and there's a small collection of shelves that have what appear to be firewood fit to fire up a small stove. There's a shelf in the far corner that has a series of bottles. Definitely seems to be a area for the chefs of the establishment, and you can see over here is a hearth.
Okay. You want to try the other door?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and jiggle handle this door over here.
All right, you would get in position and try the door to find that this one, unfortunately, is locked up tight.
Locked.
Alrighty. Like the ingredients you said that were like right here. Do they
Dagny,
look? Oh,
the moment that you step away from this door here, as you're taking your first step away, you would hear a slam against the other side of the door, right at the height of your head.
Okay, so maybe we go in. Everybody inside, go on.
Yeah, I'm desperately pushing Destin at this fucking point.
Okay. The food that's the ingredients and stuff that are here, unless it's just equipment, does it look fresh or like?
No, it does not.
Like rotten or anything.
You'd see there's a series of pots over here, and looking in them, you don't really have a functional nose per se. I don't think as a Warforged, but
let's go by sight. Does it look rotting?
It looks rotten.
Okay.
It looks like the food that at one point may have been good here, in the middle of a preparation, it looks like, has been left to decay, at least for quite some time. This is not recent.
Okay. So they probably got like raided in the middle of stuff.
All right. As you would peer into what appears to be a common area, and you can see this place is kept in reasonably good condition for a place that's supposed to be abandoned. There's a candelabra that is up at the top, heavy wrought iron by the looks of it, that is just above a table here that has something of a spread that looks like was in the middle of being prepared. You can see a variety of foods and, oddly enough, syringes that are among the silverware. What the fuck? Jesus Christ, people just shut up about that. Why?
Oh, I hear
Sorry.
Carol.
Yeah, yelling at the fucking cats. It scared the shit out of me.
So I have a working theory. I believe the workers here were probably Dampier, and then they had just human servants. That could be why they put fake horses to make it seem like people were living here or something.
Plausible theory. Let's keep looking.
The
Erithal, there's something curious you notice about the spread over here, given your incredible passive perception. There is a series of butcher knives, cups, and things of the like. There's some different spices that looks like they were meant to be mashed up. And in the far corner of this preparation table, you would see that there is a particularly large butcher knife which is embedded into the block, and a hand is grasping the handle very tightly, severed and white.
Huh. I'll go pick up the knife and the hand that is attached to it.
You would go to reach for this, and you would notice before making contact that the hand, the knuckles, are almost whitened, as if there was an active, tight grip along the handle of this butcher's knife. How are you picking this up exactly?
That is a good question. The hand is completely full white knuckled, completely just all around the handle of the knife.
For the most part, yes. It seems like it has some form of death grip. It has these almost pointy nails that are almost digging into the far side of its palm with how tight of a grip it has. You can see that where it would meet the wrist is a bit of a messy cut, as there's some pieces of jagged bone that are sticking out. It is notably pale, and the flesh seems mostly dry. It's not quite mummified, but it's not as wet as you would expect a missing body part to be.
Huh. Suppose I'll grab Dismiss's attention, just like, this is, a little weird. Looks like someone might have had a struggle.
Best to leave
Or-
it.
Alright. Suppose I'll just leave it be then. I don't know if that hand's just gonna come alive and try to kill me. Fuck that.
So with that being said, the candelabra, is it like magically lit or are there candles? Because I want to kind of gauge how tall the candles are if they are.
They appear to be magically lit,
Okay.
as if to be ready to keep on burning for an extremely long time. You can notice that each of the little magical flames has a small glass cup around it. It has an open top as means to protect it. You can see that the magic that emanates off of the embers permeates and swirls within these cups. There's 6 in total.
Okay. And then
You
these
would-
right here, are these like silverware and stuff like that? 'Cause it
Oh,
looks like
yes.
plates and bowls, cups.
Quite the collection, as a matter of fact. Also, one additional detail that you notice as you come in, you would take note, for those who are surrounding the table, that this main course, this bird that is on a large platter, it is completely uncooked. And furthermore, it appears to be bloated, almost sickly. And you would see that there are pores at various points in the skin from this bloating, and they just seem to be almost leaking blood.
I guess my working theory is still somewhat correct. Maybe trying to pretend to be human so that they could pass without getting people to notice.
Seems like a very
Like, are all the other foods Do they seem raw? Well, they're probably rotten too. Maybe, I don't know.
A lot of the other food is a series of there's cheeses and there's little spice bowls and things like that, and they've all been also come to age. You also notice there is a line of syringes that are accumulated here at the edge. None of them contain anything. There's a few rolled up parchments and quills, as if this was some small parcel of research equipment to some persuasion. Seems a bit out of place.
I will pick up one of the rolled parchments.
You do so, and just looking at it, you can tell that these, regrettably, have no ink among them. They are blank, ready for penmanship.
Well, seems one of the researchers sat here. Very avid one at that. Always ready to take notes. Maybe the researcher sat here and the others were their subject?
Perhaps.
Let's keep looking. Like I'm seeing a door here, here, and here. So,
I know, I want to go up to this door
So-
here.
Very well.
Is it locked?
You would try the door to find. Regrettably, it does not open.
I'm gonna try
R.I.P.
this door over here.
That door also, regrettably, does not open. However, you would notice that this door, in its reinforcement and its decadency, this appears to be the front door you initially tried.
Okay.
That's the front door. I go ahead and turn.
It does have a locking mechanism, a large knob that can be twisted that seemingly would unlock the front.
Okay, well, I go ahead and...
Yeah.
I will turn away from the door.
Very well.
Is this door unlocked?
You can certainly try it.
I will try it.
Am I
You walk
seeing
up
this
and-
light anomaly over here?
don't know if
I mean, well, finish what you're doing,
Oh.
Justin, first.
Uh-oh. There's a man there.
You would take a look in, you would notice that there is a far alcove here that does end in some stairs going up. And there is some strange, slightly red-shifted light that appears to be dancing within this corridor. And you can see at the top of the steps, glaring down towards all of you, would be a familiar figure as Rylock appears to have manifested. He's staring downwards, but not quite at you, more so towards the floor, before his gaze would eventually look up to those who are staring back.
He's looking here?
He was initially, and it slowly came up towards all of you. As if he was despondently staring downwards.
She doesn't say anything at first. She'll go ahead and just sort of approach right over here. And she'll kind of say in a whispered voice, Rylock?
He wouldn't reply, but would simply ascend the stairs. Seemingly going through a door.
Does it seem like this rug moves at all?
It doesn't seem to be affixed to the ground in any way.
I'll go ahead and pull it back, see if I see anything.
You may approach and attempt to do so, as you would move up and try your hand at this rug. And, of course, you lift it up, and there is a great deal of dust that would waft, more than you were expecting, as if someone had stamped their dirty boots all over this. You would eventually look down at the stone beneath to find that there doesn't appear to be anything there. However, there's a faint noise that is just getting within the furthest recesses of what you can perceive through your hearing. Almost voices.
I'll lay on the ground and kind of put my ear to the stone.
Nothing really seems to change. It's still faint.
Dismas, do you hear that?
Listening in, do I hear anything?
Not from where you're standing.
Getting closer, I suppose.
You too would begin to hear it. Very faintly. A chanting, if you will.
Voices.
It's the same
Not
thing
coming
I've
from-
heard before.
The voices you heard in your fit of madness.
Yes. And way back when I had that dream of sorts. I have to imagine this chanting is connected to what's going on. Should we follow Rylock? Is he leading us somewhere?
I think so. He said he wants to help us. Whether for good or ill, I cannot say. But I have to trust that doing this for good. And she'll go ahead and turn and say to the others, "Guys, I think there's something this way. We should go together."
I feel like we should do a total sweep of the bottom floor before we move up. To be safe.
If you want to be certain of that, we can certainly do that before we go up.
I guess I try the door that I'm at.
You try the door to find that it is not locked, and opens immediately. The first thing you would notice upon opening the door to this rather decadent foyer is a loud tick and tock of a rather dark wood eldritch looking grandfather clock that's in the corner with a pendulum swinging back and forth. You would see that there is a display of wine bottles and something of a common area with some parchments that are neatly put onto a table there. What's your passive, Destined?
Let's find out. Where is that
It'll be.
located?
It's in parentheses next to perception.
Ah, it's 10.
Ah, I suck.
Yeah. One thing that you do notice is with the definite loudness of this clock, you thought that you just might have been able to hear this from the far side of the door with how loud it is now, but you simply didn't.
And that happens when I walk in? Okay.
Nothing at a glance.
I'd like to...
Ah.
Okay, yeah, you can do that too. Since he's walking in. Do him noticing shit first.
Uh-huh. Erithal, there is one thing that you would notice, given you are very perceptive. You could see that all of these chairs have a fully stuffed look to them with this red leather and these golden studs. This chair over here in the corner has a depression in the seat that is slowly rising, as if someone had just recently sat in it and had gotten up.
Can I make a perception check to look for any active things that are trying to hide from me?
You may. Roll perception.
Well,
You would stop and stare this whole place down, and nothing really seems to jump out at you. It's almost unsettling. You feel like there's present danger here, but you look up and down and you just can't seem to find any source.
should I?
I could potentially do something.
Fuck it. I'm going to do something that might be dumb, might not be, but I'm going to cast Fairy Fire in the room.
Fairy fire.
I was
All
gonna do
right.
my divine sense.
Let me just generally right where he is.
All right. Let me do a thing real quick. Let's see. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. That looks pretty good. Boom. As you would illuminate this patch. Let me take a look at what this does. Outline the green, blue, or violet. Any creature you can see. I see. Okay. You would do so as fairy fire would be cast around this place. And although nothing gets highlighted immediately, there is something, almost a visage that you would notice would manifest right here before would slink backwards out through the wall.
Oh.
No, I don't like that.
Hey,
No. No, thank you.
That's it. You saw that too, right?
Did I see it?
You saw it, barely.
Oh, cool. Alrighty. So, with that being said, invisible creature of some kind, perhaps ghost, since it went through a wall. I want to use my divine sense.
Let's see what this does. Okay.
I was gonna use it because I don't like the sound of that clock, considering it was super loud as well, and it's you said eldritch looking.
It has these spiderly accents to it and has quite the shine as well. Let me see. Draw to unserve it. How long does this last? Oh, it's just one round.
Yeah.
You would cast your divine sense, and you would sense a swirling in the air as there's not one, not two, not five, not even 10, but innumerable sources of undead that are permeating throughout this entire retreat. They seem to be going through walls and interacting with certain objects, stopping at certain key points, and based on where everyone's located in the other room, a particular concentration out the door you came, there's undoubtedly undead that are within this place. You are very much not alone.
You are very much in danger.
I sense a haunting. I guess with that being said, I want to look at those papers. That's what I came in the room for.
I don't know how to get rid of the box, by the way.
That's fine. I can do that.
Wait. I don't get to choose the creatures. I think,
They have to fail a dex save or
Yeah.
be glowy.
but I don't get to choose if you're not affected.
Yeah, I just have to do it.
I can't
Alright.
believe Destin's about to become a light show.
Destin becomes a light show. Alright, hold on one
Yeah.
second. I'm gonna update you. We'll give you this. We'll do that. We will do...
What's my color? Because I think it's random. Also, why am I not seeing like any dice rolls or anything? What's wrong?
Let's do a cool yellow. There you go.
Yay!
As this dancing light would affect you, and your metal begins to shine.
Sorry, Destin.
Oh, that's fine. Actually, going back to my divine sense as well, is there anything that has been consecrated or desecrated in here? Because at the very end, I can sense that, like if it's been hollowed.
Let me see.
Because I would think that would be like a different ping going off instead of just there's undead here or
The
celestials
presence
here.
of any place or object. You get multiple pings on a few desecrated objects that are
Okay.
throughout this place. Yes.
Okay.
One of them is actually close by, and let me see here. What's
Is it
your...
the clock?
No, actually, it's close enough to where you can kind of sense its location, which is actually in this room. There's a small cupboard here that has something in there.
Okay. Is the cupboard locked without, like, opening it? Can I, like, jiggle it or anything?
It is, in fact, not locked, and you are able to open it.
Sure. I'll open it to see if there's what desecrated object is in here.
You do so, and there's a couple of books and tomes that are tucked away, but the thing that catches your eye within the last bits of your divine sense would be a almost looks like what appears to be a picture frame that is wrapped very tightly and bound in a sheet that is discarded towards the edge. It looks almost as if it's been carelessly tossed in there and kind of shoved off into the corner.
I guess I'll be careful when grabbing it, and I want to take it out and put it on the table over here.
You would
And then I want to
recover
look at those
this
papers that are there.
this shrouded picture frame and would place it on the table, and you do have that that thing on there as well. And Arathal, you would kind of get a sense just going off of your sheets when he is carrying this covered object to there. There's just something about it that just doesn't sit right with you, as if you feel like you're being slighted in some way, even without seeing the contents. It's a very peculiar feeling. I assume you're going to be taking a look at that parchment.
Yep.
You would take a look. And this appears to be some sort of business document that has some relevance to whatever work was done here. It appears to be a requisition order. Imports that came here from the Reed Corporation. And you would find a list of imports on things that were delivered here from this organization that include 12 barrels of ward-sealed blood, black salts, tissue samples of several races, 4 additional coal horn specimens, in quotation marks, and what was, in I quote, translated as a excerpt copied from the Codex Necromortis.
Oh my god.
Oh, awesome. I love Book of the Dead shit. Alrighty, I pocket that.
You pocket that.
Or all of it, depending on how many there are.
It's just one sheet of paper. It looks
Okay.
like that may have been reviewed by whoever was last sitting here, and that manner of business was just left here in the foyer.
I turn to Arathal and I ask, this is a picture frame here. It is a desecrated object. Should we unwrap it to see if we could, like, undesecrate it to see if something happens?
You were asking if we should desecrate a desecrated item.
Undesecrate it, like, I don't know, like cure it? I don't know how it's actually supposed to go.
I don't know if I could do that.
I don't think I could do anything either.
I mean, I guess when we're undoing it, I'm just gonna just do fucking this, but like kind of as a blessing, like see if I can't undesecrate it with that.
Okay.
Of course, not actually doing damage.
And then I unwrap the picture frame.
Alright. You would cast Word of Radiance upon this wrapped frame, and you would see that the very corners of it seem to erupt in this white burning sparks. And Destin, you would feel the wood of the frame shudder as if repulsed by the gesture. You're not sure what that did.
I unwrap it then to see what the picture is.
I wonder what we just pissed off.
You unravel it, and beneath the bound cloth would reveal a picture frame of Zula. However, with a key change from what you're typically used to, Erithal. It's the typical depiction that you can be commonly seen on murals throughout the churches of Highshire. However, her eyes appear to be gouged out, as though someone had taken some form of instrument and dug into the canvas. And either from the fibers of the canvas or maybe it was dripped onto it, you're not sure, there is bleeding that runs down her face, down the canvas. It doesn't look like it's been painted like that. It looks like this was done after the fact.
This incites anger.
I was waiting for that.
The people down here need Zula's light more than we know. Especially busy desecrating. Grumble, grumble.
You are a cleric, correct? Yeah.
This
Are
would
you
be-
able to create holy water? Or am I able to create holy water, being a paladin? Actually,
If I had the spell ceremony prepared, I would be able to, but unfortunately, I do not have it prepared at this moment. I'm a little more focused on making sure we don't die down here.
yeah, that's fair. I can't create holy water either. I guess it's only ceremony.
Unfortunate. And we'll pause with you two. Nadira, Dagny, everyone here to the north. What you looking at?
I want to come down here.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
go
want to
down
throw a
this way.
suspicious glance at that armor in the corner.
It's a particularly large set of armor. Something that would fit someone who is taller in stature than any of you, really, with a great sword in its grasp. Although with the size of it, it looks more like a long sword. And Nadira, as you take your steps around here, you would hear there is kind of a scratching on this floor. And you instinctively look down and would see that there is something that is in the corner that is scratching at something that seems to have been spooked by your approach. As you would look down and see there's a small rodent that you have startled. It looks like some form of little weasel.
Oh my god, it's adorable.
Eat it.
No.
One bite.
No. Does it look... Actually, I shouldn't say that. Does it look like a normal rodent, or does it look like these psychopathic blood creatures?
There doesn't appear to be anything wrong with this. It just seems to be one of the many creatures that has found its way, because you have seen mice and cockroaches that were down by the stable area. Although this is a bit different from those. It is in fact just a weasel that has found its way here through one way or another. Perhaps it was imported here in an effort to make the outside garden look a little more convincing. But it would see you and would slowly retract into a hole in the
weasel
wall,
friend.
a bit spooked. However, the hole looks shallow enough.
Weasel friend.
Weasel? You saw something?
Yeah, he was really cute. I really want him to come back.
Well, you have a spell for this, don't you?
Oh, I do have a spell for this. Do I have a spell for this? I think I have a spell for this.
Pull a Loki, wild shape into a rodent, and just mate with it to create a weird hybrid offspring that maybe
Stop!
has like 60
You
legs.
lost me. I didn't quite know where that was going.
What the
You don't know
fuck,
that tale? No, that's so the horse that Odin rides into Ragnarok is like some 16-legged thing that is the spawn of Loki in some random horse. But Loki wasn't the male, he was the female, so he gave birth to it. I don't know, it's weird mythology shit.
He's spitting. That is what happened.
It's Sleipnir and
it
it is
is-
8 legs.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, but yeah, Sleipnir.
Right. Anyways.
He's crazy. I don't know what I'm asking.
I'm gonna kneel down by. Can I still? Can I hear it scattering around in the hole, or is
You
it like
hear it-
lost in the wall somewhere?
You hear it scuttering about where this bookshelf is, and then the little scratching stops.
Okay. I'm gonna cast. I'm going through so much effort for a fucking weasel, but I really want it to be my friend. I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals,
Okay.
and I'll kneel down to where the hole is and like kind of sit crisscross applesauce, just to
Okay.
try to not make a lot of noise. It's oddly specific, I know. And I'm just gonna softly start speaking to it, like, "Hello, little weasel friend. We don't want to hurt you. We're just looking around. Will you please come out?"
There would be a long silence, and as you wait, you find there is no reply. But no scuttling either. It's not backing away anymore.
But weasel friend.
Maybe he's seen something. Try and ask him if he's seen something.
Have you seen anything in here that spooked you? You're not like the other creatures we've seen around here so far.
There would be a long silence. And eventually you would hear a very soft, almost a ethereal echoing in your head as it would reply. Everything here, dead.
How did you get here? Taken by who? Do you know who lives here?
Bad man.
A bad man. What does this man look like?
Big. Scary. Black.
I feel that way about men too. I feel you there.
That's a bit racist.
What did he say?
It's a weasel. He said that he was taken by a man who is big, scary, and black. Shut up.
Racist.
Leave the weasel out of this.
Okay, well, it's not Rylock, it seems. Ask him if he knows where the man is residing right now, if he could lead us to him.
Do you know where the man is right now?
No.
Other than us, have you heard anybody in this area recently?
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Do you want to get out of here?
I can't leave.
Why not?
You two are going to die.
What did it say?
It said, "We are going to die."
Well, that's very pessimistic.
I respect it.
And
What
nothing
makes
I ain't
you-
ever heard before.
What makes you say that? Why do you think we're gonna die?
There'd be a long pause, but you would find that there is no reply.
Anyway, while they're talking to a hole in the wall, can I sign strict this door?
Sure, go ahead and move up.
Do I hear any scuffling in the wall? Do I have any indication that he moved?
You don't hear any more movement. Although, Dismas, as you would move up and approach this particularly decadent-looking door,
Oh boy.
you would see that as you get within reach to do your trick, the floor would illuminate very suddenly.
Uh-oh.
Make a dex save.
What the fuck?
Oh boy, I have advantage. Time to fail. Let's see.
Shush.
Just let me befriend the
Of
weasel.
course.
That's a failure.
Bye-bye, Dismiss.
Ouch. You take 27 necrotic damage as a rune protecting this door would flare to life that is inscribed in the floor, as that would echo throughout this entire retreat as you are flung back, Dismas, and land as there's this red necrotic energy that would rend you as it moves up quickly with blinding speed.
Yeah, like instant, like Dismas, what did you do?
That. I didn't see it. Damn it.
Boom.
I'm gonna go ahead and examine this glyph, make sure it's not active.
You would take a look, and you would see that Dismas is a bit beat up after that considerably, now more than ever. There's some blood that's dribbling from the corner of his mouth. And Dagny, you would see, as you would sit here and observe, there's tiny specks, little bits of blood that are coming off of the corner of Dismas's mouth and are leaking into the glyph that's inscribed in the ground here. And you even see there's a drop or two that comes from your wound from when you were bloodletting.
So, but I sense active magic on that glyph?
Yes, you do. Very evocative.
Okay, I don't like that.
And as for Cobweb, and I suppose actually Dismas, pretty much everyone here at the northern end, you would know that that sound was extremely loud, and you would know that that was probably by design. As to the two in the rave room down south, you would also hear that, as that echoes very loudly. And you imagine that that echoed out into the cave as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna... Because obviously this room is protecting something, so I'm gonna go ahead and use Dispel Magic on the glyph.
You do so, and you would see a bit of blood come shooting out of the glyph as its illumination would fade and is no longer active.
Okay, well, suffice to say, there will probably be more of these, so we need to be very careful where we tread and what doors we approach. I'm just gonna examine the door real quick, see if there's any other sorts of spells or glyphs of warning on it.
Roll investigation.
Come on, baby.
Oh, Beeman, are me and Destin good to move, by the way?
15.
Yeah, you can definitely show
With that noise,
movement.
you probably could.
Yeah.
I'm going to pocket that, I'll wrap it back up, I'll pocket that, picture frame.
Destined. As you do so, and I suppose you're leaving the room.
Yes.
And as you would take your steps to leave, approaching the door, you would hear the grandfather clock chime up. The ticking stopped.
If I could think back to my divine sense with all the pinging and everything, did in that particular area, like, set off a stronger one since I was near it? In the area of the clock?
You would not detect anything coming from that corner of the room.
Okay.
Not with divine sense.
Yeah, I guess I'll make a note of that and leave.
You do so. As for Cobweb and Dismas, who are closest to the windows, you would hear something that echoes through the cave in response to the recent noise that was made.
It's a reindeer.
Yeah, I was about to say, that sounds like a deer.
Sounds like a deer.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It shouldn't be down here.
It's obvious.
That doesn't make any sense.
It wouldn't unless...
And Adira, you would hear this too. Let me check your passive. Wow, you have some pretty good passive too.
Yeah, I do. Fuck your chicken strips.
It was an animalistic noise for sure. You're a little more keen on the subject than the rest of your friends, however. There was something off about that, like something imitating an animal.
Oh. Great. I love that.
Skinwalker.
Skinwalker. My
Eamon's
brain
been walking.
my brain instantly went chupacabra.
E-Man immediately went back to the "there's a skinwalker in my backyard"
I love
videos.
that video so much.
Looking down the hallway, what's the stuffed head on the wall over there?
You would see that now that you're staring this down, this skull has these twisted horns coming off of it, and staring it down for more than a few moments, you would recognize that this skull is made of solid metal, and it appears to be very firmly grafted to the wall, mounted. And a lot of the dancing red lights, they almost have a strange interaction with the skull, as if they ping at it in some way. You're not sure what to make of that, but you think the two may be connected.
And I mean, not knowing what kind of animal a deer is or anything like that, but I'm assuming it might, unless it was just echoing everywhere, it might have originated from that.
You would
Possibly.
be able to hear that this came from outside.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't like the metal head though. That
Yeah.
doesn't sit right with me.
It's not an actual skull, but looks like some artist depiction of some creature.
That was a 15 on my investigation, by the way.
Right, sorry. Getting back to this, you would see that this is a very finely made door of a similar grade as the front door. And it doesn't appear to have any more dangerous aspects to it, but you can definitely see that this door seems to be locked.
Oh,
I can try picking the lock if that trap's deactivated.
I mean, you could try. It seems like it's made of the same material and the same make as the front door, though.
I'll move over there with a slight limp because I have barely any HP. Try and pick the lock.
Alright, Thieves' Tools check.
Hooray. Let's see if I roll above a 10. No.
Ah!
You would get partway into working with this and find that within seconds your tools get harder and harder to work until they come to a complete stop and you seemingly can no longer move them.
Can I still move?
You can still move.
But the tools are just jammed in there then.
As if glued in place.
I'll turn to Dagny and ask, is this door like the windows with its barrier?
Does it seem like it's kind of like the windows, the door?
It doesn't seem to be warded, but it's definitely just a sturdy physical object.
Well, it's not warded, it's just sturdy.
Right. I could try breaking it down. Obviously this room's important enough to trap.
Is there something around we can use as like a pry bar or something? Because battering down this door sounds like a whole lot of fun, but it's definitely going to be a bit louder than we probably need it to be.
Yeah,
Somebody said that they had like pry bar when we were
Well,
trying to
I
move
th-
rocks before.
I mean, whoever owned or runs this place obviously has a set of keys that can only be opened, that can only open these doors. Besides, you're in no condition to try and open anything. We seem to, and loud noises seem to attract whatever's outside the walls of this retreat.
Fine. Looks like we're hunting for keys then.
I mean, I could try with my war pick and use it as a makeshift pry bar.
Let's not make any more noise than we have to. Our main, we're trying to find information, but we shouldn't have to bash down doors just to find it.
And with that being said, I want to hand her the list with the requisition list.
You would do so, and Agni, you would take a good look, and I will reiterate, that is a requisition list originating from the Reed Corporation, as this place had delivered from Reed a list of imports: 12 barrels of ward-sealed blood, black salts, tissue samples of multiple races, 4 additional Kullhorn specimens, in air quotes, and a translated excerpt recovered from the Codex Necromortis. I will put that in chat for you. Give me a second.
Thank you. Okay.
What is it?
Well, just while he's putting that in the chat, based on this requisition list and the items contained within, would I believe that it's... Would I make any certain association with the ingredients on the list?
Let's see. What kind of check would it be? Holy shit. I'd say you just make a general intelligence check to try to see if any of these fit together in your mind.
Come on, baby. 22.
Not bad. Now, there's of course the familiarity of the Reed Corporation. You of course think of Sir Reed, who you've had more than one run-in at this point, who he had taken a particular liking to you and apparently to your family. And it seems as though he had some business within this retreat as well. And you know that they have had a hand in underground dealings. So when it speaks of tissue samples, specimens, and 12 barrels worth of blood, you imagine it is nothing that would be seen in high regard to Highshire proper. As well as this Codex Necromortis, thinking back to it, it's ringing some almost necromantic vibes just by the way the name is relegated to you. You think that this may have been some black market sort of deal, if anything, to do some sort of work around here. Based on what you have seen that's alive around here, if you can call it that, this must have been stuff that has fueled the experiments.
Well, well. Seems the Reed Corporation has had some dealings with necromancers.
Gross.
Well, I think the Silver Vein Retreat has been doing some underground work. All these tissue samples, black salts, that's almost kind of standard for some sort of necromantic magic. And this Codex Necromortis, it must be some sort of spell book.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be the underground Dampier Society Dismas originated from.
Wait. Kullhorn?
Is that how? Did I spell that correctly?
No,
Goat?
you didn't.
What? Whatever. I'll consider it canon. It's a typo, but
yeah.
You can't imagine. You would see this Dismas if you're paying any attention. That's your people.
They've been experimenting on your people.
That was probably one of the experiences out by the stables, or experiments.
Oh, Dismas, I'm so sorry.
Oh, I'm not shiny anymore.
It wore off. It's only a minute.
This is the work of this Reed company?
Well, the imports were from the Reed Corporation.
And they're transporting my people as test subjects?
According to this, it would seem so. Whoever ran, is there a name of who was being sent to in particular, or is it just the address of the place?
Not even an address. You imagine this place wouldn't even necessarily have one. They were careful in omitting any sort of recipient.
There's probably just a handoff sheet that came with whatever they ordered, really.
Right. I imagine that.
I wonder if that creature that we encountered in one of Dismas's people was.
I mean, it looked almost like a kobold in a way. So it might just be.
I'm talking about the creature that basically exploded into black ooze.
Well,
not the kobolds.
Well, when Dismas saw it from far away, it looked like a Dampier.
A lot of you would be interrupted. As something would slam against the window.
Gotcha, bitch.
What the fuck?
My son!
Dad.
Okay, did that crack the window at all?
It certainly set off the ward as this thing in its spindly appendages would scratch against the glass for just a moment before taking off once again. Out of sight.
Did you leave the front door locked?
I haven't even opened it.
Okay, good.
What the hell were they trying to achieve here?
I don't know. But we need to keep looking. We're not going to be able to find much down here. We need to go upstairs.
Before we go up, can I just search these bookshelves?
Absolutely. I will describe as you're walking through this study.
Another
Nadira. No, the weasel didn't make any more noises. You imagine it's still tucked away in a little hole. You would pass by the little fireplace here. Not little, it's actually quite sizable. You could duck into it if you wanted. It's pretty decent make. And as you go by and see the flames, you would almost see that seems to be something dancing among it, as if the flames are stoked in a certain way. Perhaps something magical. Depends on if you want to investigate that further or not. But there are a bunch of shelves here that have a variety of tomes.
I'll look at the shelves first.
Okay.
Just looking through them. Kind of like a systematic, like just coming down the rows and then just like scanning up and down. I know there's a wall there.
There we go. Yeah, like the spaces are like here and here. There's the way this map is oriented, certain tiles can't be accessed. That's just the way it is. Go ahead and if you're going to be sifting through these tomes, roll me a D100. The first one you come across.
Okay. That's this one. Okay.
78. Let's take a little look here. Second.
Weasels and how to tame them.
I wish. I just want a friend. Rasputin needs a brother.
You would find a copy of A Herbalist's Guide to Surviving. It seems to be something of a diary from the accounts of a famous halfling smuggler. And he seems to have gone through it's a bit of a story of his encounters while he's dealing with a bit of an alcohol problem. And in doing so, he turns to herbalism and actually comes to a variety of revelations through his tenure of his various explorations in far lands. Definitely a convincing read.
Well, that's useful. I'm gonna hold on to that.
And there's definitely plenty more if you want to take the time to sift out another.
No one's come to get me yet. I'll keep going.
Of course, you did hear that bang on the window and saw something fly by out there, but you do have the study to yourself even still.
I assume everything down here is trying to fuck me up, so.
Yeah, nobody over there seems to be panicking.
Not yet, at least. Okay, can I come over to look at this individual book by itself? Is that a book? It looks like a book.
It is. It's a giant black tome that has these gold inlays into the corners. Seems very decadent.
Does it have a title on it?
No title on the cover.
I want to touch it.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna poke it with a stick.
I would. Oh, I do have it. Can I take my staff and poke it?
Sure. You take your staff and give it a little poke. It doesn't move much. It must be heavy.
Okay, I'm gonna open the first couple of pages looking for a title or descriptive information.
You would open the
Hope I
first few
don't
pages, and
Hmm.
although this doesn't appear to be anything of print, it seems to be some sort of handmade tome that recounts some sort of findings of someone who's very excited about the revelations, almost manic in a way. I imagine you're gonna be. Are you gonna be just like reading the first few pages to get an idea?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
It would be going through a lot of detail on expanding perception beyond typical worldly limitations, speaking on how shadows can reveal a lot to those who know the correct way of looking at them. And it's a lot of practical knowledge for expanding perception. You'd think this may be talking about dark vision, but it appears to be something greater. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Ah!
Okay.
Awesome.
Great.
You just can't put this book down. And
Okay.
you want to pick this thing up with two hands.
Oh
And
God.
before you realize it, you've already
Hi,
done
guys.
so. As you go ahead and double hand pick this book up and find that it has a lot of resistance to it on this pedestal, but yank it off, but you hear a scratch as you yank it free, and the resistance that was on this book suddenly gives way, and you look at the black cover again and see that there is a new set of claw marks, as though you would just yank this out of an invisible clawed hand. But you can't stop reading it, and you would continue for a while, as you are completely asserting your undivided attention into the findings of whoever wrote this mysterious tome. That'll take you a little while.
Okay, well, I'm not
Yeah,
dead, so that's good.
Alright, let's all forget about her and just go upstairs.
Okay, bye.
Alright.
See y'all in a couple hours.
You're not
I
dead
think
yet.
this might be a good point to take a break here. Do we want to do a 10 or 15-minute break?
Oh, 15. I have to pee so bad.
Yeah,
Alright,
I gotta
Let's do
eat.
15.
We'll take a 15-minute break. We'll reconvene. Let's call it 9:30.
Lit.
Alrighty.
Hi, Bowser. Come on, buddy. Come into the litter box and speak you with death. Ah! Cat.
God damn it, I told you don't message me while I'm recording. Well, it's too late now, might as well read it.
I'm interested in that as not fucking notification. I forgot you have to press shift to do that.
We gotta get this show on the road. We've been moving at a fucking glacial pace.
I blame. Beam it.
Kyo, just like Genji from Overwatch. I need healing.
You bitch!
Yeah, I'm proper fucked. On each beat.
Sorry, something went down the wrong way. One moment.
Choke on it, you slut.
You'd think after all this time, I'd be good at swallowing.
Ba-dum-tumst.
Fuck, that did not feel good. Ow.
That's what she said.
Delicioso.
I can't believe Destined was a glow show for a moment.
Glow in the dark.
Surprise, surprise, the giant robot's not dexterous. Also,
I
how does that
completely-
even work? Do I just dodge light? I'm just not fast enough to dodge the light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skill issue. Okay, good. Alright. Time to not roll above a 10 this entire session. The Curse of Bear Bear.
Get cursed, forehead.
Big. Scary. Black.
Big, scary, black.
Man, this weasel's racist.
I didn't quite know what to say to that. I was like, don't laugh, don't laugh, don't laugh.
Oh yeah, you had me to say it for you.
Yup. Yeah, I did. I knew one of you would, so.
If you're expecting a detailed description coming from a small woodland creature, you're looking in the wrong place.
Well, of course he's not going to give a detailed description. He's racist. That's why I just said he's big and black and scary.
That's right.
Imagine a big black man chasing you.
Oh.
You're going to turn into a weasel, go into that hole, and you just see he's just like at a little weasel clan rally.
Yeah, he's got.
That's
little
why he's
white
quiet.
hair.
Yeah.
I want to leave the BBC mansion. We ain't safe here. Oh yeah, V-Man. I wanted to ask, did I complete that little hemo shenanigan thing? Well, you said it was like 7 minutes, right?
Yeah, I'd say by that time, yeah, you managed to get it done with.
Neat. What's that spray? It's blood.
Eat ass, skate fast.
I got a question, even if I got a roll for it.
Mm-hmm.
Would I know what the Codex Necromortis is? Or is that just completely foreign?
Nah, that's not familiar to you.
Okay.
I know what it is. It's an Evil Dead reference.
Oh, yeah, well, I knew that too, but I'm talking like in-game.
V-Man, did you see the rebooted Evil Dead?
The movies, not good. The show, very good.
I thought the movies and the reboot were okay.
I mean, it's a different kind of movie, and if you're going to use the Evil Dead, namesake, it doesn't work, and I feel that drags it down a lot.
Yeah, I know what you mean. There's a lot less zingy, campy comedy and more so horror.
Also, you're dumb as shit. That's not you're thinking of the Necronomicon.
Yeah, the Necronomicon Ex Mortis.
I know. I thought you were doing it fucking changing the name slightly as a reference.
That's what I was thinking too.
Not outright, but it's in the same vein.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was referring to. You call me dumb.
No, the way you word it, it's like that's 1 for 1.
Sure.
Anatomical order.
It's just
Are you doing homework right now while you're waiting?
Yes.
I feel like if we round the corner, we're just gonna see Nay licking the book.
I have finals in 2.5 weeks, and I'm stressed.
It's gonna be like that episode of Ed, Ed and Eddie where they're trying to study, so they're ripping pages out of the dictionary and shoving it in Ed's ear. That's what she's doing to the book right now. She's just put it in her head.
I love that show so much. Oh my god.
Here's what
He just had like the dumbest shit, the most like grotesque, out of pocket shit. Oh my god. I want that show to be rebooted.
Yeah,
Don't you dare.
melts into a puddle. My best line is just, "Don't tell Sarah," because Sarah will tell Mom, Mom will tell Dad, and then Dad will just sit there and watch TV.
Oh, you make me choke.
They took your stairs? That's
Yeah.
disturbing.
And then what was it? And then, like, in Double D's bathroom, one of the sticky notes says, "Don't touch yourself."
Yep. Don't tell me what to do. Alright, is everyone here?
Very well. I won't touch myself. I'll touch other men.
I don't doubt that. Anyways, we'll pick things up
Alrighty.
where we left off. You all are free to move, except for Nadira, who is deep in her reading at the moment.
I like my book.
The book.
For all
Kian.
intents and purposes, Nadira, you are currently stunned.
Great.
Okay.
The book. You opened it.
She came.
Ugh. I guess I'll point out the how the lights seem to be moving differently around that like the head
I think it's kind of like
to
what happened.
Dagny as she passes by.
Do you think that's what?
Oh my god, what?
What?
Yeah.
What?
When I walk forward,
It's radio sound, yes.
does it seem like it's coming from over here?
You would look a little bit closer at this, Dagny, and you would notice something that wasn't previously there. You would look into the eye sockets of this beast skull, and you would find that there is the ethereal visage of these swirling red eyes that are looking down the hallway towards you. And they are seemingly staring you down directly. And the red dancing of light seems to have a very strange interaction with it. And after just a few moments, you would watch as these ghostly eyes would rear back into the skull and then would dissipate. Something was watching you.
Sauron, what are you doing here?
So with that being said, I'll also mention the fact that this place is just haunted to high hell, and then there's undead everywhere.
B-Man, is the way the light is dancing, is it kind of similar to the way it was in the cave back
I was just
with
about to ask
Idravek?
that, yeah.
No. This is something a bit more sinister.
Okay, before we even go up these stairs, I want to see if there are like any signs of any sort of glyph that may activate.
If you're looking specifically for glyphs, you can roll Arcana. If you're making a more general roll for traps of any kind or danger, you can roll Investigation. Your choice.
I'm looking for glyphs. Burp.
I
What
guess
you're
I can
looking
give her the
for.
help action since I'm right with her.
What
19.
doing?
I mean, I guess. Go ahead and roll the advantage.
Wait, who, me?
Yeah, since
Okay.
Destin intends to help you.
Okay. Hey, let's go!
Oh
Christ.
shit!
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You would take a look at this place, and this hallway, you just get a gut feeling that it bears some form of significance that is not inherently clear. And you would look at this red glowing haze, and you can't help but feel like this is some sort of blood magic at play here. You would look towards the top of the steps at a closed door, and you would see that there is a very light trickling of smoke that is coming from the sides of the door. And it would be a while that you would stare this down. And having almost nothing to do with what you're looking at, there would be a sudden ping in your mind. And it's very familiar to you. It's the ping of the sending spell. Someone just made contact with you, and a dialogue is opened inside your head.
Dagny, is it? The retreat is unsafe. Recall your patrol, and we can establish ourselves when my work achieves grounded success.
Who are you? Why would you tell me this? What do you want?
Their words would ring out. And as you know, that would be the end of this line per this casting, and there would be no reply. As this person just told you to leave.
Like, I'm trying to recognize the voice. Cause
It would not be familiar to you. You've never heard this before.
Because the only way the sending spell could be sent to me is if this person has seen me.
Mm-hmm. Well, is familiar with you, more accurately, but yeah.
Or is familiar with me.
So they know who you are.
They know who I am, so which means that they've seen me.
I mean, wasn't that skull just looking at you?
It was.
You would make the connection because you crypt. That was definitely someone watching you and then addressing you.
Someone telling us. Someone's watching us.
Oh,
Could you
Listen.
tell if they were lying?
He's saying that it's dangerous here, that we need to recall. That we need to recall the group and leave until his work is done. And whoever this person is working in blood magic, as she kind of points to the ethereal red light on the steps.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that sure as shit ain't gonna happen. If he has a hand in this fucking house of horrors, I'd like to have a word with him.
Arathol, do you have Dispel Magic prepared?
Checking my spell book. You caught me on an off day. I had to make space for food and water.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and, yeah, basically focusing mainly in the area over here. I'm gonna go ahead and do Dispel Magic again.
You would cast Dispel Magic upon the skull, and you would see that this ethereal dancing light would momentarily vanish.
Okay.
The
Should be safe.
chanting does not stop. And you can tell with it dark now that there is a bit of a glow that is coming from this door as well, as if candlelight.
Well, it should be safer now. As she goes ahead and starts walking up the steps.
Dismas, you're pretty wounded, right?
Yeah.
I
Alright,
want
here you go.
I think I should take the lead in this case.
Wait, guys, where's Nadira?
Yeah, she's been not present for a hot minute. You just kind of left her.
Nadira?
Well, I left her near that hole, so I go ahead and go
1
back
hour.
towards the room. Oh my lord, Moana!
Where'd you last see her, Dagny? Over here.
Dead in the corner.
Nadira!
Do I hear them calling for me?
Make a wisdom saving throw.
No.
Really? Come on.
Hey, that's pretty good. You're lost in your words as you are becoming increasingly adamant at this revelation that shadows bear intelligence, that there is something more to meets the eye for those that are bold enough to explore them and hear what they have to say. And you would hear in the furthest recesses of your mind your name being called, but you just can't be bothered before something else would snap you out of it momentarily as something would slam against the window next to you, breaking you out of
Nadira.
your stupor.
Hello again.
What?
Nadira, what on earth are you doing? Come on.
Okay. I'm gonna keep the book with me, though. I don't want to let go of it.
You addict.
Yes. I like reading.
You now have an impulse to protect that book at all costs.
Great. I love this friendship I built with the book. Okay. Follow my friends.
So this smoke, does it look just like regular smoke, or is it like red or anything?
It just seems to be normal smoke, if you can call smoke normal coming from a door.
Well, I mean, I guess test to see if it's locked.
You would reach the door to find that it's very warm.
I'm good with warm.
Alright. You open the door, I assume?
I mean, if it's unlocked, I would.
It's not locked.
As a precaution, before we go in, I'm going to do this.
I'm gonna also do something and recover a second level spell slot.
I'll cast that on Dagny,
You need a
and it lasts for an hour.
Yeah, a pair of platinum rings worth at least 50 gold piece each, which you and the target must wear for.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
I don't have any of that.
Yeah,
Okay.
it has material component. It costs money.
So you can still use what's this? The harness of mind power. Let me see.
Yeah.
I didn't know we were in the books of using material components in this.
Well, for valuable material components like that, they matter. Stuff that's like a burnt feather or something, or very trivial, and is stuff you acquire on your own time.
That's literally rules as written.
Yeah, I grabbed back a second level spell slot with that.
Oh, that's all right. That was Aerithal cast. I was confused for a second. I was like, "What? Small think." All right.
Oh, I mean, I can do that too.
Whatever. All right. And
Actually, I'm gonna do that as well.
all right.
Instead. Where'd it go? Alrighty. And then, no, instead of just opening it, I'll fucking kick open the door, surprise the shit out of the guy.
Okay.
What?
Something's
You would-
happening in this room, and if we could somehow disrupt it by making some noise, if we haven't already.
All right.
Whoever was talking to Dagny is probably in here.
you would go ahead and slam this door open with a good firm kick as smoke and the warm orange glow of embers from within the smoke would greet you and waft. All for but a split second as the door would slam shut again.
Did I see anything when it was open? Other
A
than just
wall,
it seems like
a
the room's
wall
on
of
fire?
glowing smoke.
Kick the door open again and try to brace it open, or just open it normally.
Which one is it?
I guess brace it open to try to see what's happening at least.
You brace the door this time. Roll strength.
I am weak.
You get forcefully pushed as you shove into Dismas a little bit.
I don't like this door.
It's not as sturdy as everything else. It could potentially be destroyed.
Want to break down the door? I mean,
Yeah.
alrighty, break down the fucking door.
Alright, you go ahead and get to work with Dismas at your aid. As anger fuels his own blows, as determination fuels yours. As you would rend this door down until there is nothing left. And there is a glowing room of billowing smoke that lies before you, as the smoke would slowly pool into where all of you are now. It's impossible to see the way forward.
What is this?
It doesn't feel like the room's on fire, because if I kicked it open, it would have just blown out towards us, unless it's magical in a way.
Does the smoke have a distinct smell or anything like that?
Yeah, it smells like burning.
Oh shit.
So we can't see for shit, any of us.
For those that were nearby the fireplace, it's the same smell as that. It's just smoke.
I'm moving
What do
in.
I have? Yeah, I guess I'll go into.
All right, both of you are charging into the smoke and flame.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm
as
good with being on fire.
both of you charge forward. Both of you make, let's call this Constitution saving throws.
I'm allegedly good at those.
So, hold on.
Oh, hey, I wasn't lying.
Where'd it go? Where is it? Where's my fancy effect that when you're
The
around me?
+2 that I get from your charisma modifier.
Yeah, so, yeah, add that.
So, your charisma modifier is +2, right?
Yeah, it's +2.
Okay, so mine's 28, his is 17.
Yeah, I don't have
19.
anything of my own.
Oh.
As both of you charge in. And this room is very small and is on fire, allegedly, and the two of you keeping shoulder to shoulder would try to find your way, but there's nothing but this buffeting smoke. You both succeed, so you're only taking half, which is only 4 fire damage, as your feet would be burned. And eventually, feeling around this on fire, very small room, your hands are hitting stone, and you would eventually find a small opening to get out of harm's way. You have to duck down to get into this, and that you would, as the both of you would come tumbling through this opening and would land on the floor.
Oh, shit.
Well, that answers that question.
That answers that question.
But as you tumble, there's
Flu powder.
there's something of a almost a stoking from that fire behind you, as you would see that there was something that was in fact dancing among it that has been agitated by your presence.
Oh, fuck. I'm glad I did not investigate that.
Dex saves.
Jesus.
Well, he gets a bonus to that, at least.
Alright, advantage from the thing. Plus.
It's not advantage, just get +2.
No, I get advantage because I'm a barbarian.
Ah.
So mine's 20.
Alrighty, there we are. Da da da. And you were 13
you, Skull.
destined.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit it.
swear to God.
All right, let's see here. Give me a second here. It needs to roll.
I hate this place.
It doesn't seem to like us either.
Oh, the DC is only 13. You both are lucky and both succeed as you take half. That would be 12 fire damage. And as for everyone else, you would hear a tumbling coming from the north end and a fiery explosion. Everybody roll for initiative.
Jesus Christ.
I just fucking closed out of that, goddammit.
There's no active combat encounter.
Now there is.
Okay.
Nice, fantastic. 3.
Ugh.
The die is cocked. What do you mean 7?
Mine is 12, big man, if you punch that in.
I don't wanna. It's gonna break my game again. Alright. I hate that so much. There we go.
So, like, what is it? Does he have advantage on it?
Yes. Alright. And top of the initiative is Dismas, as you are prone as you had clambered onto the ground. As is Metal Boy. There is a cackling skull in the fire. You've just been seared.
Alright, let's see. I'll go ahead and rage. Let's see. I'm gonna do the bite for the form of the beast. The whole splitting cheeks and having like a blood armor piece that's kind of like a giant ball over my face. As I'm gonna go recklessly bite this fucking thing.
Okay.
You're prone.
I
You,
got
if
up.
you. Oh,
You got him.
okay.
So I can only attack twice with this, not twice. Boop. Boop. And let's see. Deals damage. You gain hit points equal to your proficiency bonus once. Okay. So, any of those hit?
Both would hit. Roll damage.
Nice.
What kind of damage is this? Piercing?
Magical piercing, yes.
Cool. This fucker resists it. Alright, 7 and 7. Go. Come on. Please don't do that.
I also get plus 3 HP from biting this fucking thing.
Alright. That it?
Yep.
You stood up. Alright. That brings us to the Flame Skull's turn. As you would see, there is a pouring of smoke out of the fireplace now, and you can see that there are creatures that are previously unseen as the smoke would waft among them, and the smoke gives them form. They are not friendly either.
Oh, fuck.
They will roll for initiative as well.
Haunted
That's
by
fine.
Daylight title screen.
What? Oh my god.
There we go.
Crap. Do we want to get into the room or do we want to attack these things?
There we go. The Flame Skull.
Who knows? It could summon more things, so I wouldn't try to go through the doorway.
The Flame Skull's gonna, you know... Dex saves.
But what if we can get rid of those things by finishing whatever is in the door?
It probably came. It was living
Hey,
in
let's
it,
go.
probably. Saving throw. Yeah. Yay! I explode.
The shades are just made of smoke and will get wafted as they are sent tumbling back, however, are not necessarily damaged. They are made of smoke, and the fire makes smoke. However, as for Dismas would succeed, as for Destined, you would fail. Destined takes the full 28 fire damage. As 14 of it goes to Dismas, who succeeded.
Alrighty.
As it would cackle maniacally, stoking the flame from within the fireplace, ending its turn where it stays. Nadira, you heard it again. There's trouble where you are reading your tome.
I really want to go in the room.
Your two buddies just disappeared, and now there's a whole bunch of whatever that's going on over there.
Literally.
You may make your own judgment call as you see fit.
I'm gonna go in there, but before I'm going in there, fuck, hang on, let me read something real quick. Okay, great. I'm gonna cast this before going in there.
Warding wind. Moves around your 10-foot radius and moves with you.
She's got the funny wind spell.
Yeah.
I'll protect the flames. Go. Okay, you're on, dude. Cool. Why did you just cast that to begin with?
Well, I didn't exactly have a chance! When you don't give me a chance to do it! And by you, I don't mean you, I mean the people who kicked down the door with no thought.
Very well. And there would be a strong gust that you would send into the room as the flames are wafted, revealing just the glowing skull there. As for you, Nadira, like I said, it's a big stone room with a tiny opening towards the bottom, a fireplace entrance. So you can make out vague shapes of two humanoids and a weird flaming something that wasn't extinguished. You can't. There's too much smoke, so you can't make out details for what it is.
In the room, there's two humanoid figures?
Mm-hmm. That are, one's prone, one is standing. It's beyond the smoke.
I'll step in.
All right.
And that wind goes with me.
You are effectively occupying the same space as the inside of the fireplace at this moment. Give me a second.
I have become deaf.
As you are in essentially rough, you're in a smoke cloud. That's not. Is it cover or hold on a second? Whatever. It's difficult. It's not difficult terrain, but you can't see anything inside of this. It's basically the fog cloud spell. And you can see there is a floating, flaming object that is basically next to you. And through the smoke, you can make out these two figures through this small stone way to crawl through is, in fact, Dismas and Destin, who look very burned. More burned than a simple fireplace would.
Okay.
Heavily obscured, that's what I was thinking of. Sorry.
Okay. I guess I'll just step out of the fireplace. No point sitting in here.
You duck through.
Is there a way for me to stand between the two of them for all intents and purposes so that they're in my 10-foot radius?
Not really.
I mean, we are.
They are.
Oh, thank you. I don't know 10 feet. Okay, great. I just want to make sure they stay within my wall for all intents and purposes. Circle wall. You know what I meant.
Yeah. So non-magical flame would be snuffed out, but keep in mind now you can see clearly as you come through and waft it. This creature you can now see in full view. You know that is a significant threat, even with some wind being blown.
Okay.
Dagny.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay here.
Right, yeah. Just gonna go towards the sound. Wait, hold on. 25, 30. Do I see this thing right here?
Yes, you do.
Wait,
There
I
is
actually.
a apparition enveloped in smoke that has these vaguely humanoid vampire features. Not friendly.
Actually, I keep forgetting my arcane bracers give me 40 feet. So yeah. Yeah, we are gonna go ahead and cast Magic Missile at second level on that shade in front of me.
Okay.
And I'm also gonna I have
Oh.
3 of these bitches now, so I'm gonna pop a magic, a power surge, which, if I remember correctly, it's, spend power surge to deal extra force damage equal to half your wizard level, so that's an additional 3 force. So that's
Alright.
16 force damage to it.
Minus an additional 3, because already subtracted. Very well. And you rend this form that's made of smoke. It's not held together by a much, but it's still around even after that. It would kind of shake its head violently in recoil, but does not make any noise.
I will go
attempted
ahead.
to scream.
Yeah, I will go ahead and yell back towards the other room. Aerosol, you might want to get in here.
Man, what y'all get yourselves into?
Destin, you're on the ground.
The floor is cold. I stand up.
You stand up.
And I'm trying to see where's lay on hands. Oh, that's an action. Okay, I guess I'll just beat it in the head twice.
It's only a head.
Exactly.
You beat the head in the head, and both just managed to hit.
On the first one, I'll add a divine smite to it.
Okay.
Of course.
Resists piercing. Ooh.
How do I add another d8? Awesome.
Nice.
So minus 9 total from the radiant.
Yeah.
You deal significant damage as you see a large crack form halfway down the skull. Alright.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Cobweb.
Alrighty. Let me see here. Okay. I'm going to pop Hill Rune. I'm going to run into the smoke.
Alright, hold on a second. Is Hilrune the one that makes you big?
No. Also, if there's no space for me to become big, I still get the benefits. My size.
Wait, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna put a little marker so we know that you have this. And you said you were going through the smoke?
Yes.
Alright. That you would. As you disappear into this smoke-filled room that has a significant draft, as there are the flickerings of flames attempting to come up. But luckily it's cool enough so you don't get burned, as you would reappear within a smoky column, as you can see a small opening to crouch down, where you can see Dismas, Destined, and Nadir on the other side.
Okay. I imagine Cobweb doesn't really even need to crouch or anything like that. So he just sort of walks out, sees the crazy metal poster monster. He's going to run around to this side. Hiya! And fuck. I guess 2 fists. Let's see. Hiya! Ooh. Okay.
Okay.
And
Actually, alright, that first strike, you would land. It was what? Bludgeoning? This is bludgeoning. It's an arm strike. As you would brace your fist, leap up high at this cackling skull, as your knuckles would imprint into its nose hole, and you see that already made crack splinter the entire head in half, as there would be a burst of flame as it clambers onto the ground.
You fucking killed it!
Bonk.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's
There's
what.
two
That's
other
what.
things to kill.
Also, there are ghosts.
There would be some metal or some bony, flaming pieces that scatter all along the floor, which are still on fire, mind you. But yeah, you killed that thing, and you are free to spend the rest of your turn.
Yum. Anyway, he's going to spend 5 feet of movement, come over here, second attack on this guy, I guess. I don't know how effective this is gonna be, but let's see. Rah! Ooh!
Oh.
You waft through the smoke. Nothing.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okie dokie. Aerithal, it's getting heated in there. Well, as it was.
I got colder.
I was told to go this way, so I'm gonna go this way.
Shit's getting bad over there.
These dumb fucks.
Okay.
Just looking around the corner, I assume I see that shade thing.
Yes, you do.
Oh, I don't like you. I would like you to die. What is this? 60 feet? Yeah, he's within range.
Oh no. Alright. Da-da.
Wait, is this no, this is radiant.
Yeah.
Alright, it's radiant damage. Yup, it will make a dex save. Hiya! It fails. And we'll take that damage in full. There we go.
Oh.
Anything else?
No, that's my turn because I can't move any. Wait, I have 35 feet of movement. Moves here. That's my turn.
Alright. The shade will go for the nearest available target, which is the mighty cobweb. As you see these fangs almost protrude inhumanly out of its wispy mouth, and goes to chomp at you. Let's see how it does.
Do it, coward!
Go. Alright, there it is. That is a 14.
That does not hit.
As you duck out of the way easily and would dodge the wispy fangs of this thing. And this one will move up. And is doing much of the same. What is this? I didn't know they could do this.
That's not
That's
good.
a threat.
Oh no. Nadira, there is still some whispers in the back of your mind from everything that you had read. Perhaps these are the creatures that they were talking about. You would see that this thing almost has a bit of a extrasensory aspect to it, as it would detect those whispers in your mind before, in a moment's notice, all of the smoke would attempt to envelop you as you feel the smoke attempt to forcefully enter your nose and mouth. Make a charisma save.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh,
Would-
no,
have to talk-
smoke
would-
more?
Oh,
You
fuck.
have to talk it out of entering
Give her
your body.
advantage.
Oh, fuck me.
Uh,
This is about to
yes,
be really
she-
bad.
Oh!
You get to.
I
oh,
said
yeah,
it's
doesn't
gonna be
matter.
really bad!
Woohoo! I'll give you a second to read something.
Fuck me.
Time to come here.
Does this
Bye,
mean
guys.
we have to beat up the druid?
This means you
Yes.
have to beat up the druid.
Bonus action, okay.
If you have to beat me to
Alright.
shit, beat me to shit.
Okay.
Okay. And for everyone watching, you would see that all the smoke that makes up this vampiric entity would suddenly
Oh, fuck me.
would go into almost every orifice of Nadira's head, through the eyes, the ears, the nose and mouth, as all of that smoke she just took in. And you can see her eyes glaze over with this smoky gray. She looks over towards the two of you and bares her teeth.
Oh, fuck.
Dismiss.
Go ahead, bite me. See how your teeth like metal.
Do
can't use my wild shapes, can they?
Who knows?
I have a fun idea. I'll just try and fucking knock her prone. First and foremost. Giving them a hearty kick. And tripping them up as best I can.
Alright, this is a...
Just because rage to shove.
Alright, Dira is gonna make a... Let's see, what's she better at? Acrobatics.
Nothing. Oh yeah, I'm not
Plus
bad at
3.
acrobatics.
Oof. Yeah, no, he would successfully trip her as she would be knocked prone.
I hate not rolling for myself.
Oh.
You don't have the wheel anymore, I'm afraid.
I know.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
Then
Y'all possessed.
I shall just leap over distant to get to this one.
Okay.
And bite.
I'm sorry, you use your action to make a shove, and
Place of
you're...
attack.
Yeah, yeah.
Two
It's
attacks.
in lieu of
Alright.
dealing damage, you can grapple or push.
Okay,
And then bite at this thing.
that's a hit. Alright, what kind of damage is that?
Magical piercing.
Alright.
Yes. I too choose to bite smoke.
Yeah.
It's looking very weak after that.
And I get
Hey.
XP from that. Hooray.
That would bring us to Nadira's turn, or should I say my turn?
Your
Oh,
turn.
jeez.
Oh, let's see. Oh, we got some fun stuff, don't we?
I know.
Bring
Wow.
it on!
I got
Oh,
fun
the-
shit.
Bring it on!
These are wonderful. Oh,
Oh, boy.
man. Oh, I have so many options. Okay. Well, why don't we stand up?
Oh, Jesus.
That didn't do much.
So,
Gonna
I
move
assume
here.
That they're gonna try and bite people because they are baring their teeth, but
now
Here we
I
go.
have a retro.
Let's
Wouldn't the
see, we're
smoke
gonna
be
do
blown away?
One of those. Second level. Yeah, let's do that.
What are you blowing a second
I
level on?
mean, maybe Dina just forgot that she was a fucking wind tunnel while that smoke
Yeah.
creature approached her.
It had resisted movement, but was still able to get close. It literally had to move a single space. You are forgetting. Yeah, drops concentration on that. Yeah, everyone in that box is gonna have to make a...
Oh, fuck. What are you casting? Oh, Jesus.
Wait, was she
Save.
casting a? Wait, was that casting a spell?
Yes, it's casting a spell.
Would I see that?
So, you didn't see the possession because that was behind a bookshelf. You're gonna have to make a... intelligence check here if you want to identify that this is the work of a possession.
Those bookshelves are still standing after those two explosions?
Yes, they are.
Jeez.
Nat 20.
Hey, save me.
You guys ruin all my fucking fun. Fine, you can see that it's a
Get
whatever.
boned.
Okay, well, if she's attempting to cast a spell on them, I'm going to counterspell it.
Oh, thank God.
I have a 4th level spell slot that I will use for it.
This is really stretching it to just ascertain within 2 seconds what's happening, especially when you didn't see the fucking possession. I'm only allowing this because you crit, but this is really pushing it. So yes, you can cast counterspell. That was cast at 2nd level, and that didn't happen.
Well, this will be 4th level, so it'll
I know.
fizzle out.
My spell was second level, is what he's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, this is really pushing it. Realistically, like, determining that in half a second, come on.
You
But,
gave her the option to roll, and she rolled.
which is why I'm allowing it, dipshit. Anyways,
Yeah, we got it.
it's Dagny's turn.
Okay, that was my reaction. fuck. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and cast Scorching Ray. 2's gonna go to the one shade. Actually, all of them are just gonna go to the shade. So. Yep. Two, and last one.
Okay, stop. The first one would hit, and of course, is enough. Where's that second one going?
To Nadira, I guess.
Do it. Do what you need to.
Alright. Within somehow a split second, you ascertain what happened out of sight, and make the attack towards Nadira, and immediately decide the only course of action is to attack her. This is really pushing it. This does not make sense.
And
but
this
sure.
Then I got one last. I have one last ray, so.
Yep, go ahead.
Do it. Do what you need to.
There we go.
Yep.
There it is.
She takes the damage.
That is all I could do.
Destined.
I'm gonna grapple her.
Oh,
And
thank
then
God.
If I can successfully grapple her, I want to push her away. And that would be half my movement to do that, because you can do that if you grapple somebody.
Okay. Go ahead and contest.
Should not be hard.
It's not.
Oh, we'll find out.
Yeah, easily done.
Yeah. And then I guess 15 feet of movement pushing her away from everybody else while she's grappled.
Alright, well, you crit, so there you go. She goes tumbling over this way.
And yeah, I guess I just continuously, pin her against the wall or something like that.
Try and squeeze her.
I'm confused. Are you moving her, or did you
Yes,
shove?
when you successfully grapple
Force movement.
a creature, you
grapple
can
and
force
drag.
move. At
Okay,
half your
that's a drag, not a shove. So
well,
that was.
that's what I said. I want to push her.
I
15
got you
feet
now.
away.
It's just semantics. Okay, yeah. You moved her there, and now you're holding her there. You have a
Yep,
grapple.
just
Let
pin her,
me
pin her against the wall or whatnot to keep her from doing
update
stuff
that.
to other people.
Punch her in the
Okay.
stomach.
Aerothol.
You skipped Cobweb.
Oh, sorry. That's fucking my fault. Cobweb.
You're fine. Okay, let me see here. I can do it. Okay. Cobweb is going to basically. Oh, what the hell? Oh, never mind. I think I'm stuck in the wall.
Oh no, Cobweb's no clipping in the wall.
He's mounted there now.
I fucked up my speedrunner strats and fucking. Here, let me see. Well, I mean, yeah, this kind of works, I guess. He's basically going to run up onto Destin's shoulders, do a little flip, and he's going to fucking, he's gonna say, yeah, no hard feelings, before fucking aura barraging Nadira.
Jesus Christ!
I was just gonna say like
what
missile
you guys
drop
need
kicker in
to-
the face.
I've been waiting to smack the elf.
Rude.
I'm
Breathes
sorry.
a little bit of weird smoke, makes a face, and everyone beats the shit out of her. This is what the this does not make sense. Okay.
Knows how fast your party will turn on you.
I mean, like, I did see her straight up get fucking possessed by that thing. So I was right next to him.
I mean, you for one thing, you don't know what these creatures are,
Well,
and you
seeing
don't
a
know what
spooky
it
ghost
did.
creature just zooms in somebody and then making a creepy face at me kind of is obvious.
No, you've never seen something like this before. I mean, obvious to you at a character, sure. All right. Anyways, let me see. Yeah, you hit both times.
Yep, that's all I'm gonna do.
Dear, you're getting the shit beat out of you. Reroll your charisma saving throw.
No, don't hold on to any fucking hope. Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's still a failure.
Yeah.
Yeah, speak. Yeah. Whoops.
Wait.
I figured.
I'm going to use Runic Shield on her.
What about the
to
plus
let
2
her
from
reroll it. Let me
Destined
see.
also?
What plus 2?
That's for allies only.
Oh, yep, sorry.
Yep.
Oh no, that's the wrong one. It's fucking that's the storm rune. Never, I don't have that active. Never mind.
Well, actually, would the paladin thing help her here, even though she's kind of you're counting as an enemy?
Well, whatever it is, ping it if you want to try it.
That's you, Destined.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's
I
not,
gotta-
not that it's your turn, but anyways, Cobweb, is that all you're doing?
That's that's not. It doesn't apply. I was thinking storm rune. That's my bad.
All right, so you don't do the
The caveat
shield
would
thing.
be friendly creature.
Yeah.
Technically, I'm possessed and not friendly. Well, I guess I don't know that.
So Nadira, as a creature, is a friendly creature. That is being controlled by a hostile creature that cannot be targeted in of itself. So you can target Nadira for this, technically speaking.
It's not a target. It's just there, always.
It's an aura,
Forever,
yeah.
Okay,
unless I
what's-
get knocked unconscious.
So what? This is a bonus to saving throw equal to your charisma. Any
Yeah, so it just
saving
gets
throw?
plus 2. And
So
apparently
16?
I do get this plus 2, so there's that.
Okay, so with that being observed, that would make the charisma save a 16. Am I correct in assuming this?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that is the DC.
Oh,
As there would be a whole bunch of people just very quickly deciding to beat the shit out of Nadira, and she would cough up out of her mouth this fog as her head would jerk back, and this fog would spew against the rafters as that smoke dissipates into said rafters and is now out of sight, ending immediate combat.
Man, y'all really just went.
Beat his ass.
Yeah, I will start running in.
Run over and punch her again.
Nadira?
I mean, you didn't see the smoke leave her, technically. The bookshelves were blocking.
Yeah, oh, now all of a sudden you're friendly again. Come on! You didn't see that happen.
Filthy metagamer.
I mean,
I'm
we just saw the smoke leave her, so that should also.
She was.
You saw it leave her.
Was.
She was over
The-
I
here.
was gonna say everyone around the corner had no idea.
I'm gonna say this. The only thing that Dagny saw is that something looked off with Nadira and she was casting a spell on her friends. That's what she saw.
For one thing, if you see Arcana that's welling up in her hands and she's targeting something in the general direction of an enemy that was right here, that doesn't constitute, well, she must be possessed, because I know what that is. I honestly should not have let you roll for that, but what happened has already happened, so let's just move on.
Yeah, I'm just gonna rush in and I'm just gonna say, Nadira?
The next time any of you want help with anything, I am not forgetting how quickly that turned.
Are you alright? What happened?
Do I look alright?
What I missed?
You would take a look at Nadira and see that there is a lot of soot that is still coming out of her mouth a little bit, but she seems to be okay just at a glance.
Alright, we can't stay here. We need to get out of here. Erithal, Dismas, clear this rug over here. I'm gonna start drawing the teleportation circle so we can get out of here.
We can't leave yet.
We have to. It's too dangerous. We're all injured.
There might
You are injured especially.
I understand that, but there might be dampers here that have not been twisted by whatever the hell's going on.
well, this is coming up is bewitched somehow. I don't. It's not gonna work out the way you think. I don't think.
And so I should just leave them to their fate.
No, we're not staying away for very long. We're gonna come back. We have to come up with a better plan. We have certain info that we can pass on to Carson.
And what will he do? Do you think he has the resources or manpower to spare any help here? No, that's why he sent us.
We can keep trying to look, trying to find a way in. It's obvious that when you went through that door, you came back over here. So that door's a dead end, or that door has been spelled. But I can't really dispel anything right now.
At the very least, before we are forced to retreat once again, the room with the trap. Let's at least see if anything can be found there.
All right.
Yeah, no sense in being quiet anymore.
We've already made a shit ton of noise.
All right.
How reinforced is the door?
It's sturdy.
The trap door.
It's a door. If you would see that Dismas's tools are still stuck in place, as they are kind of fused with the locking mechanism now.
At this point,
Does
I
it
think
look
you're
like
gonna
I
have
could just bust it down, like I did with the other door?
If
Or does
I
it look
remember
too sturdy
describing
for
it
that?
correctly, it is of similar make to the front door. Definitely significant.
Okay.
I suppose with the tail end of my rage, can I go over and help him?
Are you just gonna be assaulting the door now?
Probably.
Help me
Yeah.
open it. I guess we're just breaking it open because Dagny Deducin wasn't warded.
All right.
I thought the ward was deactivated.
Yeah, I dispelled.
It is,
I
yeah.
dispelled the glyph.
The glyph on the ground is deactivated.
Okay.
And nothing happened when he attempted to pick the lock. You know,
No.
he didn't explode from that.
Yeah, you're not sure what got it stuck there, but it's definitely not moving. And you would hear a bit of a noise. You are close to Stestins as you hear something coming from the stairs. As you would see a red glow once again flare up coming from this skull.
I flip it off, say I fuck you, ghost, and then I go back over here. Because that's probably what the... unless that's the thing that's watching.
Sure.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I pay no mind other than that.
I suppose me and Destiny are trying to burst this thing down.
Yeah.
I guess the two of you just make strength rolls as you're just trying to brute force the door. You would assault this with your weapons and create a tremendous amount of noise that is echoing through the entirety of this place. And it's going on for a good while. And you find that below the wooden inlay, that there is a layer of metal that you also are going to have to run through. So this is over the course of 10 minutes where you're basically getting all these wooden splinters down, making a racket. And there's definitely some progress. But you definitely are going to need to at least 10 or so more minutes on top of what you've already done to get the now metal exposed inner layer damaged enough to open this. There was thought that was put into this. And while Dagny and Erithal and are just sitting there spectating as best they can, every blow there is a small little like mirror. That's like a decorative mirror. And it just has this clanging, which is unsettling, in addition to all the noise that's being made. And Erithal, you getting a weird sense with the continued noise. You just can't help but feel like you're not alone here. I mean, you already knew that, but now even more so. You would look over towards that mirror for a brief moment to see your reflection has ill intentions.
Ooh.
I don't like that.
I hate it here.
Dagny, the evil Arethal's threatening me.
Do you say that to her?
No, not like that, but I'm just gonna point out that, oh, hey, I don't like that mirror that has bloody me in it.
I'll look in the mirror.
Just break the mirror. Don't look at it. Break it.
You would notice The sinister reflection does not appear to overtly mimic Arethal's subtle movements. It's more still. And you would notice that there is black pits where the eyes should be and bloody streaks running down your face, like a certain desecrated object that you found earlier.
Oh shit.
Just break the mirror. Who cares about bad luck? Break it.
I don't want to fucking break the mirror.
Is there a way for me to turn the mirror over?
Sure. Well,
Go ahead.
You would have to take it off the nail and put it against the wall, but you can do that.
Oh. Aerosol, give me a hand.
I shall give them a hand.
And it's a metal door they're trying to get through?
Yeah, it had like an outer decorative layer of wood, but like the core is metal.
Like, after we get the mirror down and turn it around, I'll just kind of look out the window,
You
make
would
sure...
both go to grip this, and the mirror is ice cold to the touch. I assume you're continuing your work.
Can we lift it up?
Sure. With your combined efforts, and we manage to turn it away out of sight. However, Arethal, you don't feel any more comfortable. That unsettling presence does not fade.
Do I still feel like I'm being watched, essentially?
Absolutely.
Are there any other mirrors?
None nearby that you can see at a glance.
Okay, trying to think. The person who was running this place, it was a doctor, right?
I don't remember the original profession of the man who used to own this. I don't remember what he said.
The two of us are busy bursting down a door, so I don't imagine we heard her.
If anything, what you recall is they were performing some scientific study.
Alright.
They were learned men and women.
Yeah, like, it's... Like, do I see their progress on the door?
It's gonna be another couple of minutes. They're focusing their blows entirely on the mechanism lock.
Guys, it's not working. Just stop.
Can we just burn the door?
Whoever the...
Metal.
I mean, do we have a strong enough heat source to melt metal?
Is this gonna help?
Probably.
Why, yes, it does.
I'm like, just let me burn down the fucking door.
Metal mechanism as it would begin to glow and would soften the material, speeding things up considerably.
Jesus.
And after a few moments with this door, there would finally be a one collective 1, 2, 3. The door bursts open.
Alright,
that
bitch.
doesn't look trapped. Maybe let's not just storm in.
Wait.
You say as you move forward immediately?
Well, not to walk into the room, but...
Alright, let's see if we spot anything hanging out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, can we look for traps or anything that looks suspicious, or...
Who's... Alright.
Boogied?
You can, roll investigation as you're looking over this room thoroughly.
Yeah,
oh my god!
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh my god!
There's a peculiar set of eyeglasses you would spot that's over sitting on top of the desk. It's facing the door and it has this purplish sheen to the glass. And within the flickering of light coming from the adjacent candle, it almost looks like there is a pair of reflective eyes on the other side of the glass staring you down. To what end, you're not sure. You would also notice that there is not one, not two, but 3 very large statues. The 2 to the north are made of stone, and the one to the south is made of solid metal, presumably iron. And they are all looking very intently towards the door. They have a certain presence to the way their eyes are staring you down. Also, there's an unsettling tarp that is here. And although it doesn't look hazardous, you can see towards the edges here there's a little black splotch. There's something that was soaked into the carpet, you think. As far as danger is concerned, you get a bad feeling about being watched by all of these tall humanoid objects. But nothing is inherently a threat.
As a precaution, I'm going to lay on hands myself. Give myself 30 more HP.
Nothing good's gonna come out of entering that room.
What the fuck is that, on the desk?
That would be a candelabra that is reflecting the light coming from this little lantern here, which is lit.
Alrighty. Who wants to go in first?
Not
I can
Dismiss.
just, I can
He's
just
too
go
hurt.
myself.
Yeah, Dismas should not be going in first.
Wait, okay, but before we enter and possibly start combat, I'm sort of no-clipped into the wall still.
Oh, you're still
Yeah.
hung.
Free him!
The ghost
He's like
ladder-
Gary's
you
mod ragdolling in there.
Went looking.
Okay.
It's like a buggy Bethesda game. He's just freaking out. His arm is just clipping through the wall and shit.
My model's glitched, yeah. Anyway, alright, I'm ready.
Oh, we could send Rasputin in.
If we want to be smart about this, Dagny could set up the circle so we have a way out before we set anything more off.
Oh, yeah, now you're
Yeah,
using
that's
Doodle.
a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay. I just need to find a good spot for it. I mean, do I want to do it in here or do I want to do it over here? That's the question.
Decently safe. There's only
Agni,
one-
as you walk into the kitchen, you would hear a slow creak as this door that was previously locked opens on its own.
Oh, Jesus.
Big open space in there, so it seems.
I'm just gonna approach and peek in.
That looks like the bathroom.
It does indeed look like a bathroom, a bit of a washroom of sorts. And it doesn't show any signs of hazards, nothing bloody or anything like that. If anything, this has been a neglected room for changing clothing of sorts, washing off, that sort of thing. Just that there doesn't appear to be any inherent things wrong with it, is what I'm trying to say.
She kind of has a notion she will step in.
You would take a step in.
Wasn't there a bang that we heard earlier coming from this room?
Mm-hmm.
And as you take your first steps into this room,
Yes,
you
there was.
immediately feel that this room is significantly warmer than the others. And you can't help but feel a heartbeat. You first think it's your own, but you're not so sure the longer you stand in here.
Can I sense where the heartbeat is coming from?
This room, it's in the air. There's also a door right here as well that you could try.
Is it unlocked?
You'd have to try opening it.
I'll try and turn the knob.
Oh, Jesus.
Unfortunately, would not turn.
Oh, thank God.
I'm just gonna go ahead and just stand in the middle of the room and look around, see if anything stands out.
Roll perception.
Hey.
23.
Yeah, there is something that you would spot now that you're walking in, looking around, and this heartbeat is now in your ears, and it appears to be coming from the air itself in here, as you almost feel hot, stifled. There is a tub here that has a draping over it with a body-shaped bulge coming from the center.
Oh, fuck that.
I just had a horrible, horrible thought about why the room is warm.
Shh.
Don't you hiss at me.
Try to listen, yo. You said it was body-shaped, right?
Yes,
Can I tell if it's like a child or an adult?
adult. Are you trying that door? I see you walked up to it, but...
No, I was just kind of looking at the tub from this angle.
It's adult, so it seems, and there's a large. It's like a thick bed sheet that's draped over it. You can see on top of this sheet, kind of tucked into the corners of the tub, is a pile of bandages. Some of it is bloodstained. Others have this brown and green and really unsavory stains on there from an unidentified fluid. And now that you're close, the smell would hit you, and it smells like death.
I think from this end she will kind of grab the tarp at this end of the tub and kind of pull.
Oh,
Pulling.
Daphne, you're by yourself. Why?
Pulling to reveal, you say.
Yeah. At this
Like,
point, can I
I'm
follow him
pulling
to the-
slowly.
Okay. You would pull very slowly, careful not to trigger anything before this door would slam shut very suddenly, and the waft of air from that happening would puff through the room and would blow that sheet open as you would see a bandaged corpse with a gaping mouth wide open, inside curled and gnarled in its appendages and fingers.
Yeah,
inside this tub.
trying the door.
You would grab this door and would furiously try to open it to find that it does not.
Yeah,
And
go,
if you,
running over to the other door.
well, before you try to move over there, make a strength check for me.
Oh no!
You're such a dick.
You went into the
Targeting
room by
Hey, listen,
yourself.
listen. You broke
I-
every horror movie rule. in
I'm like,
going in
we were
there.
just talking about being the white girl in the horror movie.
Hey, no, that's fine. One of you will at least survive because that's how horror movies work. One of the white girls will survive.
You would go quickly try the other door as you would see that in a strange flashback to the first sights of getting to this place, your hand is adhered to the door. You would look towards the doorknob as you had failed to notice that the doorknob has this blackish, reddish, viscous matter covering it, and it is extremely adhesive, and now you appear to be stuck to it. And
Oh no.
as this heartbeat would continue to pump in your ears and would wave throughout the air, you can't help but just very hear faintly among your own panicked breathing.
Okay, I think my thought has been proven correct.
Everyone would hear a muffled scream coming from an area that Dagny went to go explore.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Can I fucking just rage and fucking...
Oh my god. Let's play this.
I'm gonna stay and watch this room to make sure nothing changes.
Dagny, you would, in your panic, look towards your hand as your fingers have this blackish, reddish, viscous matter that's adhering to the door, and you look at your palm, and there's a sudden red drip that would graze the top of your palm as you look up and see that the blood-soaked rafters, not sure if that was there a second ago or not, seem to almost have a glistening pulse and rhythm with the heartbeat in this room. A few of those drips accumulate in the tub, and with every drip, Dismas, you hear a scream for your name.
Okay.
Okay.
Rage.
You know what? Roll for initiative.
God damn it. I was trying to get a word
Everybody?
edgewise, so the whole fucking... Yeah,
Sure, why not?
sure. Initiative.
Aw, do this. Alright, hold on. Boop. Get that up.
Oh my god.
18. Damn, you're always first. My god. Okay. Is everybody rolled? I don't think anybody rolled.
It's not letting. Oh, there we go.
It still says that we're still in the round 2 of that previous combat for me. I don't know
You
what the
might
hell's
need to
going
refresh.
on. Yeah, probably.
There's only one encounter present.
Yeah, refresh.
I'll roll initiative for you. It would be your
Thank
same
you.
values. Cobweb rolled higher than Dismiss. Let's go.
Oh my god.
Okay. All right. Jesus. Okay. Anyways, we will begin at the top of the initiative. Cobweb, that is you. Once you are loaded back onto the battle map, you may go first.
Alrighty. Oh, speak of the devil. Let's see. Okay. So, hearing the desperate scream, Cobweb is going to, let me see here. He pop a giant's might, or I suppose. Ah. Well, that you know what I mean. The damage is for. Yeah,
You go.
I'm going
Let's
big
see.
mode.
You're going big mode. Big DACA. Let me update
Also in
you.
sicko mode.
Boo boo doo doo doo. He's a pig. Boo doo doo doo. Muscle man. There we are. It's clobbering time. Jolly Green is now the Jolly Giant, ready to go.
Cobweb sort of lightly shoves these guys out of the way. Excuse me, sorry. Before taking a fucking linebacker stance, crouching like a sprinter. He's like, I'm a bull! I'm a bull! I'm a bull! Before running at the door
Destiny
and
2
attempting to
style
sort of shoulder
tackle.
charge it.
Okay. Let's call this an unarmed strike.
Yeah.
I like to imagine it's your head that just bursts through the door.
Justice
Use
and
your
nothing
head.
else.
Here's coming.
It's taking a minute to load. Oh, I did it twice, fuck's sake.
Bang, bang. The door is 14 AC. So you would boom, boom with these fists. You must have got it on like a strong part or something as your fists would throb in pain. You kind of shake it off, but that's one tough door.
Fuck it. Action surge. Hiya.
Alright. Hit him again.
Yeah. Let's see here. What the? Oh, it's my inventory. Never mind. I'm not a fool, I swear. Hiya. More.
There we
Hiya. Oh, that's plus 2d6. Hiya.
Alright. Let's see. 16, 20, both hit. It has
The D6 only applies once.
Yeah.
either way.
Per
with
attack, I thought.
2 successful hits, you would successfully boom boom as this door would burst open.
No, it just says on each of your turns one of your
Oh,
attacks.
oh my goodness, I've been doing it wrong this whole time. Ooh.
Oh wait, you're only supposed to make 1/3 attack?
No,
No,
it's
no.
When
it's
fire
the it's the giant's might. You can only use the extra d6 once per turn. That's my fault. I am a fool.
Oh, the D6. Alright, that doesn't matter for what you're trying to do here, so it's no harm done. But you would
Alright.
manage to break this door open.
he fucking Cobweb's just slamming his head into the door until finally. Dagny!
Big man Dismas.
Rage summon the tail. Come aside! Through a fucking cobweb to get inside.
Mm.
And okay. So, just to make sure we're not having a repeat of the last encounter, do I clearly see fucking Dagny stuck against the door handle?
Yep.
Okay. I am running over, and I'm weaving the tail through the air to attack the door handle and try and break it off so she can get free.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Hey.
Okay, your tail would hit. Roll damage.
Ooh.
As you would give a precision strike on that handle. It's definitely weakened, but not severed.
Okay, I'll throw the other tail attack at it then.
Yeah.
Thing.
Do the roar.
You give it another whack, it would embed itself into the wood. It looks like you weren't as precise with the first one. No go.
Okay. It's weird that a door handle has more health than a person, but that's my turn.
Right about it. Erithal, you smell evil.
Evil. Man, it's kind of dark in here. You know, it'd be pretty funny.
Uh-oh.
Oh, jeez.
Blinded by the light.
He does the Solaire, like praise the sun pose.
I got you, fam.
Deploying Earthall.
Okay. Alright, let's see. It's super fucking bright in here. Alright, it makes a con save. It rolled a 21.
Well, it only takes half as much.
Okay. Headshot.
Radiant.
Okay.
And is Dagny harmed? Like, injured?
She's horrified, but it doesn't seem as though she is hurt.
Alright. And assuming since I let that off, I saw this thing react in pain to that.
A bit.
I don't like that. I'm gonna
But only a bit.
yell out, "Hey, I don't think that thing's fully dead," and cast Shield of Faith on Dagny using a second level spell slot.
Yay.
Alright.
Forget.
Alright. Dagny, it's your go. This thing is shuffling slowly as the blood raining from the rafters is slowly rejuvenating this corpse to life again.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and, let's freeze. Fuck it.
Alright. Can't trip, save or suck. How does it do? Nope! It takes the cold damage. Let me see.
And has disadvantage on its next attack.
Ah. Alright. Takes the full damage. Okay, that was your action. Is that it?
I mean,
I
that's
should say,
all I can
with this
do,
door,
I
you
think.
are functionally grappled.
Yeah. I mean, I already used my action. Would you allow me to use my bonus action to try and break it?
That's an action, regrettably.
Okay, that's fine. That's my turn then.
Alright. You would hear a crack of bones as this thing, in the most unnatural way, would stand up, twisting its ligaments around, and would go, Agony! And is coming at you.
I'm going to use my reaction for that. So I'm
He's already got disadvantage.
Oh, someone already gave him disadvantage?
Yeah.
Yeah, frostbite gives disadvantage on a weapon.
Oh, I'll hold back on that then. My bad.
Okay. As you would see almost a black wisping from under the bandage just permeate as though almost little black smoke like tendrils would quiver within closing the distance with you as some sick excitement. Dagny, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my god. Please, God. 16.
Let me see. You would succeed as there's this unnatural shudder that would feel all around your skin, almost as if the black emanations are touching your very skin itself. You would just barely stave it off before there would be this unnatural quick movement, a crack of its hand as it comes for a swipe at you, taking in certain accommodations from your frostbite. It would swing wide as you just duck down in time. Destined.
I don't think I could do anything this turn, but just move in.
Arathal, is that concentration or is that a one done?
That's one and done. Sorry, I don't.
Oh, okay.
I'm not good at deleting these things.
I got it.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really do anything but just move in. I have
okay.
no range of anything. Oops.
I mean, do you have spells?
None of them are ranged spells. All I have are smites.
Ooh.
Smites and then some healing type stuff.
Fair enough.
Let's see, what do I got? Warding Bond, which I can't even use, so I might change that next long rest. Zone of Truth.
Fucking cast Zone of Truth on it.
Sure.
Just what's your deepest, darkest secret?
Yeah,
I'm going to fucking kill you.
What's the range of this? 30 feet. Yeah, I guess I'll move in here. And then, why did I minimize my character sheet? I'll do Prayer of Healing.
That takes 10 minutes.
That takes 10 minutes?
Yeah, it takes 10
to
minutes.
cast.
God fucking damn it. Alrighty, well, fuck that.
Reading song.
Alrighty, cool.
Braided sheet.
Yeah, I guess I just stay here.
I mean, you can
Alright.
dash.
You can dash if you want. You
Yeah,
have
that's true,
you,
yeah.
You have line of sight as it is, but
I mean, I can. Well, line of sight doesn't really help me with anything. But I
Very
guess
well.
I'll dash and then go in here.
okay. Nadira.
That's a busy corner over there.
It's a busy
Has
corner.
anything changed in this room? At the sound of any fights, have the statues shifted? Have those glasses changed?
Roll perception.
Oh.
This is not an action. This is just kind of a. We'll see.
Okay. No, I don't see anything. It's a
you
room.
You never
are
know.
trying to keep a careful sentry on this room, but you just can't help but feeling this coldness, this chill along your neck, as you instinctually look out the window and see that you are being watched. It's hard to concentrate.
Oh, fuck me. Fuck. Okay. I'm gonna take Rasputin out of my pocket because that's where he lives. And I'm gonna put him on my shoulder. And I'm gonna face the room. And I'm gonna put Rasputin on my shoulder facing the other way. And I'm gonna tell him that you are to nudge me if anything changes with the creepy thing standing outside.
You
I
see,
want
he
my
would-
guard hamster.
Rasputin would look outside, and you would feel a tiny little shiver on your shoulder coming from him, but he would still look over to you, and you would see a little twitch of his whiskers as he has accepted his duty.
Time to nut up or shut up. And I'm just gonna keep a close watch.
For a second, I
on
thought
this
you were gonna
room.
throw him at the statue.
All right, is that the end of your go?
Yeah, there's enough people in that corner. Yeah.
Cobweb.
Okay. I'm too big to fit through the door frame. Fuck. And I don't think I have line of sight with the evil, the spooky vampire mummy man.
Yeah, getting through this door and squeezing is gonna be like it's considered difficult terrain because like you really don't have the space, but you still could get over here if you really want to.
Okay, instead, I'm going to use a bonus action to activate the storm rune. Let me see here.
Alternatively, you could go around the long way and try to beat the door down from the other side, but anyways, you have freedom.
Yeah, you're right, but the storm rune lets me help people with saves and stuff.
Ah, good call. Let's see. Advantage on Arcana checks. Can't be surprised.
That's the passive thing. When you activate it, it's the second little paragraph thing.
Yeah, but you have to see them.
Okay, so you could still use it to help your allies.
Hmm.
All right, I see. And is that your go?
Yeah.
Dismiss.
Tail at the doorknob.
80.
That's a hit. And that would be enough as the doorknob mechanism would be rended. Dagny, this doorknob is still rended to your hand. There's a tight fist around the knob, so you can't use that for anything. However, you are no longer grappled, essentially.
Oh, okay.
Anything else?
I'll throw the other tail attack at the toilet mummy. Or bathtub mummy.
Hit.
Toilet puppy.
Okay. Aerithal.
Oh, boy. Let me measure out the movement. It's 10, 5. Can I pull Dagny basically away from that thing? Because
Force movement. Yeah.
yeah, no, because from what I've seen is this thing wants her because it said her name.
It did.
So I'm just gonna arm around her good arm and just yoink.
All right.
And
Get
can
away.
I actually like use my action to like kind of dash but also like drag?
Yeah, you can dump that into movement.
Yeah, so just kind of like get her out of the room. I think I can get. It'd
So
be difficult, right?
It's difficult terrain, yes.
So I think I can get. So I was there. I moved like
So
there.
essentially, yeah. So it's,
Yeah, about here.
Very well.
So, hey.
We'll say that like, oh boy, where are you
Just
going?
kind of pushing her out of the room.
I mean, you can move through allies. You can like, kind of snake between Dismid deaths. So we'll say you get there, yeah. Anything else?
No, because I used my action to do that.
Dagny, this creature, its weird head is still it's locked with you even as you're moving across the room, and this big crooked overly sized mouth is only gaping wider and wider as you get further away.
Yeah, just horrified. I'm throwing a firebolt in its face.
That hits. It takes the full
It's not
damage.
fire. I'm also gonna throw a power surge on it. I have power surge. So that's an additional 3 force.
3 force. It would take it as you are rending pieces of disgusting bandage all over the walls.
That's my turn.
Wait down there before. Maybe you should exit the room.
I was gonna say, you got your movement.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and move out if I can get around.
All right.
people.
Just kind of like pushing Cobweb, just like, yo, she's coming out.
As
Kinda
for
standing there, catching my breath with my hand still clutched around this doorknob.
yeah, as for everyone else still in the room, you would see as Dagny would pass out of the room, there's a ah! And it goes still for a second, and Ramrod's stiff would fall over and would land unceremoniously back in the tub, and is no longer moving.
Okay.
What are you standing around for? Burn it!
When I would like to remove its arms and legs from its body.
You're still attacking it?
Well, I mean, I guess if removing its arms and legs from its body is considered an attack, then yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that it can't stand and can't move, and I'd like to scatter them as well. While they do their thing over there, I guess.
Yeah, make an attack roll
Okay.
with whatever you're using to try to disembody it.
Oh, actually,
You have advantage because it is
Warpick will
prone.
probably do better.
Alright, so we'll ignore the Morning Star. Okay. That's advantage because it's prone, like I said.
Okay, well, I mean, it hits regardless.
Well, I mean, if on a fish for a crit here.
Okay,
Yeah.
how do I...
There you go.
Yeah, I got you. I already did it. As you would...
Okay.
It would take that damage, and as soon as you drive your pick into it, you see its body convulse, and the head would lock eyes with you. It is no longer comatose.
Okay.
Go.
Then I guess if I'm now in combat with it, I'll take my other attack action.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess
Advantage
at
is prone?
advantage since it's still there. I don't know how to change it to advantage, so we'll just do that.
Alright.
And for the sake of it, I'll add a Divine Smite on top of that.
Throw me some numbers.
The smite is double dice that you're using on the crit.
That's
Yep,
14
and then-
radiant. I'll go ahead and apply that.
And then an extra D8 because this is undead, or an extra 2, I guess.
That's right.
So it's 48 totals. This
So
is
just
the
hit that
2.
again with an extra 10.
Alright. Minus 10. Nadira, Cobweb, Dismas, Erithal, Dagny, are any of you participating in this, or are you recovering Dagny, who just ran out of the room?
Cobweb's still sort of poking his head in. His eyes are sort of glowing in electric blue as he's sort of laser focused on Destined. Basically shouting out call outs as he's sort of gazing into the immediate future.
You see it in the sprawl of futures that Destin mostly has this under control.
Oh, fair enough. As he becomes small once again.
I shall
All
stay
right.
in the round. I'll stay there. Help Destined.
Well, I'm fixing you. Come on. Alright. Because if we're gonna go back, it's gonna go right back to the failed experiments turn. Alright, he will stand up. He took a quick nap, but he's well rested. He got his beauty sleep. And you would feel a dreading glare come from between the bandages of this thing, Destined. That is going to be a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy. And then we'll add. And then add 2 to that, so 12.
Yeah, you're fine. You managed to shake it off.
I've
DC's
seen
11.
worse
It's not
players.
not very tough. Yeah, and if Rotting Fist is coming your way, and it will.
I
miss
would like to
because it's
impose
20.
Oh,
It missed. It's fine. It's not very strong. Destin, how do you respond? Destin?
Pick 'em.
Alright, go for it.
Pick him.
One.
Both hit.
Holy
Awesome.
shit.
It does
do I
resist
have-
the non-magical damage.
Yep. Do I have... What do I got for spell slots left? Nah, I'll just leave it as is.
Give it a whack whack, and you would see it crumple once again back into its place in the tub. This time it is mostly rended apart, as there are only a couple wisping bandages keeping it together.
Okay. Now, if I look up, do I see that the ceiling is like dripping or anything, or is it just regular ceiling?
Some plain old rafters.
Cool.
Is this door by me still locked? The one down here?
Yes, it is.
Damn. Oh well.
He's hiding the animated object broom that's in there, and he doesn't want us. He doesn't want us to tame it so that we could have an animated broom pet.
Oh, that's a callback.
Yeah, I'm trying to help Dagny get this fucking doorknob off her.
Get off! Get off! Get off!
Cobweb just sort of pitter patters over to Nadira. Yeah, don't worry about it. Nobody died. Anyway, any spookies?
Just that guy outside.
Oh shit. Yeah, he did. You know, he looks kind of familiar.
Yeah, actually, Cobweb, can you keep an eye on him?
Yeah, sure, I guess.
Great. I'm gonna take Rasputin and I'm gonna tell him you're gonna walk inside that room. And if anything happens, you're gonna run, okay? And then
Rasputin would look towards you, and then towards the room that you're instructing him to go into, and you just see him kind of shrink into your hands a little bit, and looks at you with these very scared-looking eyes, and you can tell just based on the speechless dialogue, Rasputin's really not too good at crazy about this plan.
Threaten him.
He
You
really
can
doesn't
do
want to
it.
do this.
you can.
Still,
You're
still
brave. You're a big boy. You can do this, and you're gonna help so much. And we're gonna get back at those assholes who put you in a cage. And then I'm gonna put him in the doorway.
Wait, before you send him in, Cobweb, while still keeping his eyes on the creature, is going to reach into his pack, put him in here as he places Tin Petty on the ground, to act as a makeshift mech suit for fucking.
Yes!
Oh my god.
Okay, Rasputin's going in Tin Petty.
You would place Tin Petty down
Meinhagen.
as Rasputin would commandeer his vehicle.
Alrighty. Time to zoom in on the map so I can see this.
The hamster's been given a Jaeger.
If I recall correctly, I think you have control over Tin Petty as a token.
I
so
do.
If you want to show me some movement, you can go ahead and try.
Yeah, just walk around like the
You
general.
would stop there as you hear a loud thud as though a body had fallen from within the room. You would look towards the area right in front of you to see that there is a slowly forming pool of blood within the fibers of this carpet.
Doop, doop. Oh wait, why can't I move? I'm buffering, lol. Okay. Because I imagine Rasputin saw that as scary.
You hear a rattling coming from Tin Petty as it would march back out, and Rasputin would almost leap out of Tin Petty and would go back to Nadira.
I put him right back in my pocket.
Status report, Meinhagen. And as Tin Petty sort of salutes. And
For the
moves
record-
towards the pool of blood.
For those who were watching, you did hear a very soft churning of stone against stone, and it did emanate from this statue.
Yeah, nope. No, thank you.
B-Man.
What are the glasses doing?
What if
They
I
haven't moved.
do something like this?
The
One
play
moment,
flashbang.
This.
I fire again.
Statues
Oh.
start glowing. Oh no!
When in doubt, fairy fire.
God. Alright, let's take a look here.
Oh no!
Oh god.
Oh, if
That's
you
not
activate
things,
that,
that's all.
I swear to God.
Well, that's one way to do it, isn't it? Okay.
Oh my god, Aerithal!
Doomed us all.
Aerithal, go battle your evil twin and get out.
Destroy us all.
And Teddy's standing in the door with a letter opener. He's like, "Come on!"
Oh,
Well, that's
fucking
unfortunate.
shit. We don't have the teleportation circle either.
Yeah,
Well.
'cause nobody listens to anything.
They all are now looking at the the peanut gallery. They cannot express themselves, but you cannot help but feel a form of disdain coming from the three objects that were just highlighted.
And they're not actively sprinting towards us like madmen, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Someone close
Cool.
the door.
Cobweb's gonna snap his fingers and hold his hand on the ground as Tenpenny crawls up into his backpack.
Zoop.
Well, at least we have confirmation those things are alive.
Good work, Bias son.
Wow, I could have told you that one.
Okay, I don't need attitude from you, smoke lady.
To be fair, that could have happened at us,
Yeah,
really.
tell that to your doppelganger outside.
I can't
shit,
see
yeah.
all of the smoke has nowhere to go.
Cobweb sort of points out, "Oh, wait! Where'd he go?"
Hallucinating.
Oh, fucking shit.
Nah, dude, I swear he was there. She's not crazy. Or at least both of us are crazy.
I'm inclined to believe that.
Yeah, anyway, we should probably work on that circle now.
I agree.
If Dagny's up to it, I guess.
How goes me and Dagny trying to get this fucking doorknob off her hand?
You're having a firm grip on her hand, another on the doorknob, and you can tell that without taking the time to carefully wash away this substance, if you just rip it off, you're definitely going to take some skin with it. You could rip the band-aid off now and take whatever pain is associated, or you can do this a little more carefully.
Question, can I do a creative thing?
What are you doing?
Because obviously this was something I did immediately while they were still fighting that fucking mummy in the tub and doing that other shit, but because I still have the fucking blood tail still up, can I kind of use that and diffuse its shape to kind of seep in between where the skin meets the doorknob to kind of create a barrier and kind of separate it along with force and kind of wiggle it off with that?
So the fact that this tail is made of blood, I mean, you control your own blood, not a blood-like substance, but you can use this essentially as a blade to kind of wiggle between it, a liquid blade that can change its form versus something that's more sturdy. So as far as the physics go, you do have that advantage. I'm going to call this a sleight of hand, even though this is technically a sleight of tail check, so just roll that and we will see how you do.
Boop. 17.
It takes about a minute, but you do manage to get that doorknob off as it would clang onto the ground unceremoniously. And you would see little bits of that viscous substance almost trail off into the air as if an unseen force is lapping it up enthusiastically. Dagny, your hand is free, but this disgusting substance is still covering your hand.
Yeah, I'm using prestidigitation to kind of like arcanely wipe it off.
You use prestidigitation, but it's going to take a little bit more than that, so it seems, but it does help. It feels disgusting.
Is there like water? Do I see like a puddle of water nearby?
Oh, there's a little pail right there, but it doesn't look too clean.
I believe I have a water skin on me. I'm gonna pull it out and start pouring it on my hand.
All right. You would go ahead and do your work with your water skin before this would slam shut yet again. It would make you jump a little bit as you spill some of it onto the ground, but you still managed to get a bunch of it on there. It'll take us a little bit of time to carefully wash it off, but because this stuff is extremely viscous, but it's slowly working.
Yeah, I think hearing the door slam, she just kind of instinctively like turns around and and bumps into Dismas like. God, it can be so stupid sometimes. She just starts pouring the water on her hand again.
Come on.
Why did I do that? Why did I do that? So,
This entire place seems to be to trick people. Ain't your fault. Come on.
we need to get out of here.
Yeah. Once you get that off you, let's draw the circle.
Yes.
I'm just gonna go ahead and take a moment and, here. This might help. And I'm going to spill the viscous, like, on the floor, like, away from us, and cast... where is it? Where did I put it? Why am I dumb?
Create and destroy water.
That's what I ask every time we interact.
Yeah, well, fuck you. I'm going to use that to fill the bucket and stop Dagny from using her water skin and refill it and the bucket.
Oh wow, 30 gallons, yeah. That'll refill the water skin to capacity and this bucket, which I imagine you would dump out of the disgusting grime water and fill with clean water.
Yeah.
And I'll say, like, there is plenty of, like, small vases and whatnot that you're able to grab real
Oh,
quick.
definitely. I am, like, I'm not one to waste, so I am filling what I can, but also, like, here, clean with that one.
You're
Use
moving
the water,
around.
man, and the water is delicious.
You are instinctually careful not to touch anything that's on this table because you can't see that blood-squelched bird that's been prepared, if you can call it that. There's beating blood at some of its pores as the blood would fall upwards into the air and is seemingly dissipated by something you cannot see. Ignoring that and remaining on task, you collect enough little containers, buckets or otherwise, to make the best of your spell. And using the abundance of water, you're able to clean Dagny's hands, and there is essentially a good 3 or 4 buckets that have turned a blackish red.
You're not hurt, are you? Other than mentally.
Like, I'm just gonna make sure my hand's uninjured.
You open and close it, and it's a tiny bit sticky, but with the last motions of erythol, it's fine. You're fine.
Okay. I'm fine. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we all make decisions. I mean, take mine back in the cave when I opened up a door into a group of things that wanted to kill us. It's what makes us... I see that, Beeman!
Yeah, you thought you were slick.
You would see the shadow in the air as there is something vampiric that is attracted to the blood, both in the water and in the air, as it would whisk through the air. And is no longer perceptible after a passing moment.
Yeah, reaching in a bag of holding, grabbing the teleportation circle scroll, and start drawing, making sure to put the symbol of Point Fireheart in it. Like she's doing this. She's doing this feverishly at this point.
I guess while that's happening, how have those statues been looking?
Unwavering.
Oh, so they just kind of look, I guess, focused towards the door?
They are. They're statues.
I wish there was a way to get in there without walking in there.
There's a window.
We spent enough time in here. We need to go back and report. We're not staying here. We're not doing anything else.
Does anybody actually have Mage Hand?
I was planning on learning it.
We can always come back to this place another time. Right now, I think we all need to lick our wounds.
You would try your work on creating a circle right here as you would begin to use the chalks that you have in abundance, being prepared for something like this. And you would create your first lines of work as you would go along with the circle. I want to look back at what you made just a second ago to see that it's been messed up. There are a lot of people in your space. They need to stop messing with your stuff.
Move!
Shit, yeah, my bad. Sorry, my feet are gigantic. I can't do anything about it.
Yeah, start over again.
You would start over again and try your work with the circle as you would carefully move along before you would almost blink or look down one way and back up and see that something has yet again messed it up.
I
just saw the
fucking
ghost
saw
fly
that.
I saw it too.
Okay, Cobweb's going to prepare his action to make an unarmed strike if anything comes within range of him.
I'm going to do something. Dagny, continue, and I'm going to just go ahead and it might be dumb to use this resource early, but right where Dagny is working, I wanted to protect basically the circle.
Hey.
You would cast your Guardian of Faith, and let me take a quick look at this. Oof. Your manifestation of a golden-haired, white-robed woman would manifest here as a protective rite of passage to Dagny's work, and as your radiance would knit this creature into being, you would see a shudder in the air as you would very suddenly hear.
Cool.
Oh, what the fuck?
These ghosts are very juicy sounding.
Beeman, is it basically gone as soon as I summon it?
Yep.
Holy shit.
There we go.
You are free to draw on the floor with no
Yeah.
more spooky ghost, I imagine.
As
Yeah,
you continue your work, yeah, you would see that the blood that was coming out of everything on the table would permeate in the air and would slowly affect the chandelier before those magical flames would suddenly go out after a moment of being redshifted. As you would begin your work to create your teleportation circle, and finally you're making some progress as you begin the gate to get everybody out of here and back home, where we will end this session.
Ah! God damn it.